progressing well. Where are my roingers at? Where my gerbs in the chat? Roing the fuck out. I'm gonna roing the fuck out. You better believe I'm gonna roing the fuck out. Let's just wait a little bit. I'm like a Roingus villain.
I love Roingus. I'm gonna roing out. You'd better watch out, Batman. I'm gonna roing. You called yourself Batman because you fear bats. I called myself Roing Boy because I love Roingus. I use the power of love while you only have the power of fear.
Oh, we're gonna give a couple minutes, see if more people trickle in. But yeah, Chad, are you excited for Roingus reading? We're probably gonna get at least up to DVS 1. I think the S's are really short, so we might do DVS 1 as well. But at the very least, we're gonna go up through DV5 before if we can. Dorothy's Vision is like 10th or 11th longest events. It's pretty long, so we'll have to see whether or not that actually comes to pass. But who's ready? Who's ready to do some Roingus reading? Who's ready to do some Roingus reading? I'm excited. I've read Dorothy's Vision a couple times, so I knew in order to keep it snappy, keep it fun, keep it fresh, I had to read it with the gang. Because there's so much joy and love in Roingus that can be spread to the people. And really, that's the most beautiful part. You know, what's a Roingus without the love that comes with Roingus? Known to be the most loving creatures in the world, the Roinguses. And I'm excited to share all that with all of you. How we all feeling today? How we all feeling? Revision's pretty long. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Laffy. It's pretty long. It's pretty long. I mean, there's so much JERBOA that they've gotta stuff into this. I got another comment recently comparing I got another comment recently talking about the fucking the sarcasm of the real villains video, try to relate it to real world groups. Always fun to see those. Those feel like a self-report for who's commenting that, because they're not really the same as any real world group unless you think that. If you think that, well, you might have a little stinky in your brain. You might be a little bad. But people do that. I don't know. I actively avoided using real world examples for that video because I didn't want things to stray into real world. This is my favorite part of this event. That is sacrilegious, Rajek. That is awfully evil. You will be killed for that, but I respect your different opinion. When there's a knock at your door at night, I'm gonna want you to open it and go with the men quietly. Real world examples also kind of bad. It's a game for a reason. Yeah, like, there's real world examples that I wanted to use to, like, prove my point. But I decided against it because I just felt that it was going to lead to some really unhealthy dialogue. And the fact that people have tried to relate it to real world groups even without that has just, like, has really, really proven to me that's the right. Telopsis is the most boring part for me. I would say Telopsis is the most boring part. I'd say the most boring part is this goddamn Holyoke. I hate Holyoke. I guess not the most boring. I just want to stab her. I don't like her. They're always thinking she's so cool. You know who is cool? Roingus. All there is to say. Anyways, once we dial over to 905, we got 8 watching now. That's not a super large audience, but that's a relatively standard Live and Reign audience. I think we're gonna. It barely appears in this, no. Yeah, she's definitely more involved in Lone Trail, but she does show up here a good amount in Dorothy's vision. I know, because in the server Readalong there was a decent chunk of Holiot. She does show up. Anyways, hello. You've reached the office of Rhine Lab Control. Kirsten Wright. Miss Wright's currently unable to take your call. Please leave your message after the tone. Thank you. Just a very, obviously, Kirsten Wright is a very breathy answering machine. A very breathy, sensual answering machine. This is bad, Krista. I think I screwed up. I'll admit the Colonel Spart. He caught on to my little tricks last time I made a delivery. He's been all eyes on me along with Ferdinand's people. Took a whole bunch of clones just to get away here. Ferdinand's gonna make his move at Rhine soon enough. I just know it. And the other directors have to fall in line. The only other option is to play dumb. Oh, jeez. I might have nowhere to run anymore. Seriously. I'm a little scared. Just a tiny, tiny bit. But you get where I'm coming from, right? Not to worry, though. I'm still going to uphold our agreement 100%. Kristen, I can't help but wonder, if she was still here, maybe we wouldn't... And then the phone line goes dark. Oh, yep, the entire plot, Laffy, starts with this. Miss Wilsies, I suggest you stop struggling. Your marathon from Rhine HQ to the commercial district wasted our entire evening. I had a reservation at McDonald's to get to. Let me guess, dead end for me? You'll always catch me as long as I'm somewhere in Tri-Mounts. No, forget Tri-Mounts. It'd be the same in any city. This is Columbia. The charges stick to lawbreakers, rain or shine. This is about me breaking confidentiality with the military, right? That's probably a bad... Without you thinking about it, that was probably a bad idea, yeah. You should give me some time to call my lawyer, and not stick a gajillion armed mercs on me in the middle of the street. I'll say again, we're in Columbia. We don't operate by the books unless by the books is what we need. In other scenarios, we like efficiency. McDonald's in the silly white boxes. I'm gonna fucking kill you. The McRib is a limited item, Wilsies, and I have lost out on my single opportunity this year. Rain or shine? Oh, Doc just started. Yep. Yeah, the Moon Doc starts in this and then is really reinforced by the end of Lone Trail. Alright, do I still get to have a little chat with Ferdinand? Maybe me and him can still straighten out this whole mix-up before it's too late. Nuh-uh, that's not in my orders here. Didn't Ferdinand hire you? Ferdinand Clooney might be your co-worker, but he's just a partner of convenience to me. I've got no personal stake in the Rhine infighting. Ecological, energy, I don't give a damn, and my employer doesn't care exactly who exactly we're cooperating with. What we want is results. Rhine Lab provides the goods. My employer puts thought into their use. This is kind of weird because her main employer is, at this point, still I think Kirsten with everything. But also still working with Kirsten and Tin Man in fucking Maylander and Ferdinand. And your tiny little oops moment lost you the last ounces of our trust. If I said I didn't mean to, would you believe me? I'm a researcher, you know? I got this habit of hanging on to test data here and there. Habit? You had all this time to think of an excuse and that's it? I'm so sorry to tell you, your fancy brand of charisma doesn't work on me. Your fancy brand of charisma, being a fucking moron, doesn't work on me. I'm given to understand Ferdinand warned you to not let a whisper of any of the testing leak before the government passed every bill tied to it. Your elven blood stretched the expiration date on your good looks. That likewise ensures you don't form any forgetful habits, right? You know I'm an elf? I read the files. I know who I'm working with. Part of my job, you see. High plus. I am the Roingus lover. I hope I'm everybody's favorite Roingus lover because no one else truly loves Roingus like I do. Hope everyone remembers that. So come, let's cooperate some. Whatever illusion you were going to concoct next, it'd be as useless as the last. Sheesh, I guess I really am cornered. I guess that's why you were stalling for so long. You think you can dupe me? I'm not the brute forcing type. I don't go half-cocked. I only go full mast, and I'm not one of your colleagues married to the lab. Got you. Ah, gun! At this temperature, water molecules don't hear my call. They're evaporating or some shit. Is this your arts, or some kind of special technology? Are you really free enough to discuss issues of science with me, Director Milzies? Sorry, but I'm tired of playing hide and seek, and I don't want any sudden acts of iced water getting my plumage or hair wet. Or the plumage in the hair. You're no ordinary merc. Flattered. Now, you still have one last chance. Answer my question. Kirsten Wright of Rhine Lab Control has spent the past several years buying up a massive amount of high-purity hard material from companies high and low. What kind of experiments is she running? Why are you helping Ferdinand if you and your employer care so much about controls tests? It's not the right answer. That's not an answer. That's another question, in fact. I don't have any of the answers you're looking for. Your file says you love using your blood-given abilities to toy with people. I'm a little surprised you turned out to be so loyal to the control. Loyal? I'm just looking out for myself. Aw, you're telling me you don't want this chance at all? In which case, Miss Milzies, our partnership is hereby terminated. Terminated? Terminate her. Terminate me? Sorry, you gotta make it in time. For Kirsten. She'll definitely get to see her and she won't be like, go fuck yourself and then leave to go to space. And meanwhile, at 2:43 a.m., overcast in the main district. Still waiting for your appointment, ma'am. Well, she said she'd be here 10 minutes ago. Never counted on her to be punctual, but if our last comms were anything to go by, she was the one desperate for this meeting. Why is Hole so sassy? Because she's a whore, laughing. It comes with the territory. Control's a very dumb codename. Well, she's the director of the components control section. That's where that comes from. So just instead of saying director, it's just control. The others would be kind of funny if Ferdinand was just called Energy or whatever the fuck. Hey yo, Energy boy! Maybe she blocked out again. We all know the director of Rhine Lab Ecological prefers to hide the truth behind all those smiles of hers. I don't trust Milzies. I wouldn't easily trust anyone choosing to remain at Rhine Lab at this point. The partnerships are built on more than just trust. Do you trust me the moment I first met you? The truth, man. When I saw you outside my door, I almost went straight to the kitchen to grab a knife or something and call the cops along the way. Good head on your shoulders. I was planning on murdering you in cold blood when I first saw you. I just, later on chose not to. Still, Rhine Lab wouldn't use force to threaten a retired employee who signed an NDA. At least not while I was still in defense. A new message? A new message. Something's wrong, man. Something wrong, ma'am? You look serious. Serious enough to give me shivers. Change of plans. Milzies isn't coming. Something happened to her. Right when she was about to meet you. Erickson, I need a favor. What is it? Send the info I received to the local branch of this pharmaceutical company. Ask their operators to immediately inform Dr. Kaltzit and Dr. Brackett at nickname Brackett. I know they've been in Colombian territory recently. I need your help. It's a strange name. Is it foreign? Forgot Saria's in this. Saria's in a lot of this. Saria's pretty big in Saria's in a lot of this event. Morning, Doctor. You're up as early as ever. Well-regulated circadian rhythm promotes stability of core data. That's ironic for the doctor to say, or for me to say. Well, then again, I do get up early. My circadian rhythm's just not great. I don't sleep soundly. I still wake up early though, even if I go to sleep late. That's my doctor's name. That's my goat! That's my goat! Bracket at nickname Bracket, one of the greats. Data? You mean physiologically, right? You always pack that special sense of humor. I pulled an all-nighter just to put these figures. Dr. Franks is gonna rag on me for this. Oh wait, this is Telopsis. Right? Yeah, this is Telopsis. I don't know why it chose the doctor. I think this should just be Telopsis, right? Negative. Negative. Scenario inconsistent with typical behavior of Dorothy Franks. Is that supposed to reassure me? Thanks, but even if she lets it fly, there's still Director Clooney, and I don't want to go back to him. You're overdue for a good night's sleep, Helen. We're running out of female voices, and we're still in the tutorial. Because it's dialogue options. Oh, okay. It's dialogue options that shows up as the doctor. That makes sense. I can't. Yeah, Elena, you know we have evaluations next week. How am I supposed to sleep with an eval weighing on me? I can't lose this job. I'm still paying off my student loans. Sorry, I know I keep bringing that up. How's this sound? I'll raise your situation with the director once the experiment's over. Seriously? Elena, you're the only one in all of Energy who's terrified of Director Clooney. What's your secret? You've just gotta be like me. Cool. Spending every single day in the lab, making the director happy with every last thing you do? That's not realistic for me. Alright, I need to check in with Director Franks. Gotta go. I'll see you. Ellipses. I made coffee. You want some? Excessive caffeine intake may aggravate erypathy, Elena. I hear you, but I'm still not about to give up my life for the word may. If the doc said the final word, I'd be best off staying at Rhodes Island with my sister. The same for you, right, Joyce? Medical wants you abroad long-term. Regulations state I must report back to Rhine Lab at regular intervals. Provision of medical services at this site is only a temporary assignment. Sure, just a few days, and you'll be back. Sure, just a few days, and then you'll meet back up with Dr. Silence in the city, right? Me and Dorothy will miss you. Oh, that is ROINGUS! 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 Okay, sorry, that was a moment of weakness. That wasn't me, or that actually was me. That was a moment of strength. Joyce needs rest. Work gets too intense here at the site. And you, Elena, if it wasn't for Ferdinand talking you up as his most outstanding researcher, I'd be on the case to kick you back to the city too. So you're here at last, Dorothy. Eleanor just went looking for you. You didn't run into her? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Seriously, you're gonna work until you faint, huh? Forget me and Joyce. How many days have you gone without sleep? I've seen the wrappers filling in your lab's trash can over the past week. Agronoptics, huh? What the fuck is an agronoptic? What the fuck is an agronoptic? That's all edibles so I can sleep. The experiment's already in its final phase. I promised the participants I'd accelerate the pace so they can get back to their families sooner. Got me there. Who doesn't want this done sooner? Plus, as your assistant, I have to listen to you anyway. Alright. Can I ask my beloved assistant to do me another little favor then? I can't be out of the lab for too long. I want you to courier these heat emitter modules to some friends outside. Heat emitters? We've been in the Barrens for over a month. Where'd you buy these? Warning. Rhine Lab technological components detected. See? It took me and Jace, it took me and Jace one look to know you made these with lab materials. Is Elena just going to be Victor? Yeah, see? It took me and Jace just one. See? It took me and Jace one look to know you made these with lab materials. The living fossils up in business won't like that. You might be director of Originium Arts Director, but that's not gonna change their tune any. I know how their minds work, and I know even better that you won't report something this minor to Ferdinand, or any of the directors for that matter. They need these things. It's been getting cold lately, and their huts weren't built to last. They won't keep the chills out. Dorothy, I've been waiting to say, don't you think you worry too much about them? They're pioneers, a team of them in Rhine Lab's employ. No pioneer is going to hang around here for long, let alone make friends. And I love being a boss, making myself the biggest hater of it. It's a certain green cat. Yeah, that's true. She has the cults at Ark. Joyce be not. Elena Nation, how are we feeling? They're just a bunch of kids. Besides, I know what you're trying to say. You're worried about me. You're worried I'll feel empty once they're gone. That's my little assistant, always so considerate. I'm already so fucking lonely, Elena. Now this won't change anything. Don't grin at me like that. You're not my teacher, Director Franks. Elena, fine. I'll do this. Fine. I'll do you this one favor, the very last one. Seeing as the experiment's nearly over. Sir, we're all set. Sir, right. Sir, we're all set. Yeah, you know what, Mr. Pioneer will be Australian. Sir, we're all set. Sonny, sir? Huh? Got the ABJBs? What? No, that's never been my style. Well, that's never been my style. Never been my style. I've always been a clean Southern gentleman. You've been pacing laps around about the cabin. 7, coming up 8. I'm just getting my mind in order. A lot of variables. What's coming up next? Sonny, I've been thinking, but are we really on the right track here? Them scientists in the dock, they've been plenty good to us, I'll say. I told y'all already. One or two acts of kindness don't make a saint. Back in law school, my classmates loved all that charitable business. You know, donate a thing or 3 to treatment zones for the infected. Maybe join a campus debate for justice for what they went through. But once I came to be an unlucky, ill-ridden son of a gun too, well, guess how many times they visited me? Yeah? Not a single goddamn time. A year back, I went to borrow some money from an old college roommate. He worked at the biggest law firm in Max, D.C. Picked up the phone. Get this. He asked me who I was. Sorry, you were out deferred for treatment. That's why the grad yearbook didn't have your contact. Huh. Most touching joke I ever heard, I tell you. We're all band of bastards, huh? We've seen plenty of them ourselves, all of us. Once they're at a safe enough distance, it stokes their egos good to throw out a little benevolence. Like they're feeding a fowl. It makes a topic for the get-togethers, too. You go on and guess. Right this moment in that laboratory, those respectable scientists are cradling their coffee cups talking about us, huh? Or perhaps cradling their edibles so that they can have a more restful sleep. Nobody minds doling out good intent. Not until it costs them anything for real. Damn, Sonny just called out every Twitter activist who puts like a fucking Palestinian flag in their profile and like thinks they're doing shit. You can say all you want on Twitter, donating money or doing anything to actually help them. Whoa, don't be crazy. I feel like a good person because I changed my Twitter bio. Yeah. Right, boss, whatever you say. You've seen the most of us. Paid it the most, mind. Your word is gold. It's the only way we got. Nobody in this whole damn test site's gonna look out for us, except ourselves. Come on, Joyce. Once I finish my coffee, we've got to get back to work. Medic! Oh, we need a medic! You're one of the pioneers. You can't really just come in. You haven't gone through decontam yet. Don't you have a medic or a doctor? Something came over Sam all of a sudden. He's sick. Sick? Is it telepathy? Are you a doctor? You gotta save him. You gotta save old Sam. Save us all. He's been running like a kettle since last night, and he just started throwing up blood. The like, I do like the way that they have these. Oh my god, bro! I just checked the concurrent viewers, bro. Ain't nobody watching. That's sad. Ain't nobody watching ROINGUS site. These doubters, these haters. Soon. They'll see. They'll see eventually. Anyways, I do like that they use these like southern sounding euphemisms. That's good localization. Please input the patient's location. Oh, he's in the nearest hut. We did like you told us last time. Gave him some painkillers. Laid him down. Understood. Initiating emergency treatment routine. Joyce, apologies. Other tasks have reduced priority. I know. I'm not trying to stop you, even if we're shattering safety regulations. Jace, I'm gonna go with you. Jace. Talopsis' name is just Jace now. For the rest of this, anytime fucking Elena's talking to her name is Jace. You are not a medical worker, Elena. Who gives two cares? Remember, I took basic medical training too. An extra pair of helping hands can't hurt in a situation like this, right? Plus, I've got to make that trip anyway. With my errand from Dorothy, might as well be now. This is just named Jace, that is true. Here! Where's the patient? Out of the way, every second counts with acute oropathy onset. But... Scan returned no results. Don't move! Is that a nail gun? There are no cases of acute oropathy onset in the vicinity. Sure aren't, Joyce. Sure aren't, Jace. These are some healthy young men here. Wouldn't have the strength to be pointing dangerous tools at us otherwise. Hands up, ladies. You're the leader of the pioneer team? You remember me. I admit I'm a touch surprised. Sir, why have you tricked me and Jace into coming here? I trust you know, Erbica, Dr. Erbica. That's how you say your surname, right? Let me, can you spell it out phonetically from me yet? They tried using Hextech. Dorothy, the Site-359 project, if you just used the Hextech, it would have succeeded. Ferdinand, we need to make the Hextech Autostroker. It is the only way to save the pioneers. The Hextech Autostroker will save everyone. You pronounced it beautifully. Gonna trouble you to lend us your communicator there, Doc. Pioneer team needs to ask your superiors a few questions. Kiss me, fuck, marry, kill. Franklin the Turtle, literally Roingus like a Jerboa. Or Mahatma Gandhi. How we feel about that? I gotta know from the superiors. This is how I test if I can trust people or not. Gotta learn based on that. 3:56 p.m. Overcast. Main district of Trimouts. This is the third time you paged through Talopsis can I give how many more voices do I have in the fucking bank? Gotta find one for fucking Mechanist. This is the third time you paged through Talopsis' personal log, Doctor. Any new discoveries? Talopsis keeps some detail-rich records. Talopsis has a special kind of chip implanted in her brain. Device 9, Mayor calls it. Guessing that's Ryan Lab's internal code name for that tech. It's plugged up there directly into her nervous system. Functions as a regular part of her mind. And logs data on neural activity in each region and lobe all the while. Which means you've just been looking at every last thing Talopsis' visual processors, her own two eyes, have been seeing. From the logs, Talopsis keeps synchronized with us. We can tell that along with her, there's our other Rhodes Island partnered operator, Elena, in Ryan Lab's energy section. Along with Ryan Lab Origini Mart section director, Dorothy Franks. That's everyone caught up in this abduction by the pioneers. And practically simultaneously, Saria informed us Ryan Lab Ecological Section Director Milzies went missing after she sent out an SOS, and there's no telling if she's currently alive or dead. Think there's an issue at Ryan Lab? Did you not listen to what the fuck I just said? At present, looks like it. Yes. Yeah, yes, our genius strategist. It does appear that there is an issue. Sky high odds, Ryan Lab is already in crisis. Things are pushing Saria to ask Rhodes Island for help. Lucky the land ship's nearby, or else we'd be hard-pressed to make an expeditious response. The kidnapping's gone down at a new site about 100 or so clicks out from Trimouts. With Calit's concerned, this is something to do with the experiments that got shut down a while back. What do they do at the site? The stuff they show to outsiders indicates it's your typical testing grounds, currently in the middle of construction. Diabolic crisis, Loken water tank, the lumber yard. The lumber yard is the most intimidating of all of those, easily. Because the lumber yard just sounds normal, but when you put it in quotations, it sounds like a place where a fucking serial killer buries their victims, bro. We're in the lumber yard.
Ryan Lab might have a set of small little goofy gaffes going on right about now, indeed.
Each name means something to one of our Rhodes Island operators, and behind their fronts, ties to hundreds of similar experiments. Most of these experiments have involved Iridium's mutative effects on living being cells, and each one has been incredibly dangerous. Columbia, more often than not, tech giants like Ryan Lab aren't going to participate directly in such high-risk experiments. They'll have smaller-scale organizations carry them out on their behalf. Hire a pioneer team, construct a suitable site out in the wasteland fringes of the city to execute their experimental work. In this case, Talops is at Site 359, which is one of those. I remember your previous work experience. Work? I'm not gracing my time there with the word work. This megacourse plagiarized what I created and applied it in all places it wasn't meant to be. See that billboard about 50 meters out? Volvort Kaczynski's automatic popcornatron for the home. Faster, sweeter every time. It wasn't supposed to be used in an automatic... It was supposed to be used in automatic wasteland road cleaners at first, but my manager decided it'd never sell as a product. He says, what kind of HR company is spending on better equipment for pioneers? Brought my mind to Rhodes Island after that. Our course clear team in engineering is using the very latest model. I've seen it coming, be it Volvort Kaczynski or Ryan Lab. In the end, all these so-called tech firms are going to be destroyed by their own creations. Because they've never respected the creations themselves. Robot. Dial back the Roingus. There was so much Roingus that my phone crashed. Dorothy's barely showed up yet. We haven't gotten to the main Dorothy parts yet. There hasn't been that much Roingus. I'm thirsting for it too. I'm dying of not enough Roingus. What if Wilsey's got killed by her very own experiments? Was that a laugh line, Doctor? Because what you said isn't sci-fi thick material or a dumb joke. Chances are it's tomorrow's news. Now I get why Closure admires and fears you. You mean her occasional stints as target practice for my new weapons? She can stop interrupting my work with her ridiculous ideas, and then she won't need to fear me. Done processing the intel, Doctor. There is as much useful info as we have for now. I've already set the most important files to top priority on lookout. You can read them via at any time. Any more news? Talops' logs haven't been updated past this point. Device 9's data transmission should be more stable ever since Mayor adjusted it. So unless something physically happened to Talops, I'm getting concerned for her. Chat, I just thought of something crazy. What if we had one of those like what if we have one of those like what are they? If we have like one of those like ADHD videos on the side. What do we think, chat? Like the GTA racing gameplay or like the soap cutting. You know? Thoughts, chat? What if we added that in, you know? Up our viewer retention a bit. Okay, GTA 5 stunt parkour race. No copyright gameplay. Perfect. We're gonna pop out this window, and now chat, if you're ever losing interest, you can just look at the GTA. There you go. See that, chat? See that? There we go. Now, chat, if you're losing it, we'll put on some Minecraft parkour later, okay? We'll put on Minecraft parkour later. Talops' logs haven't been updated past this point. Device 9's data transmission should be more stable than ever since Mayor adjusted it. So unless something physically happened to Talops, I'm getting concerned for her. Silence will notify us of any developments at the site as they happen. Sorry has copied the info. She'll be rendezvousing with us in an hour. Doctor, any other proposals for the time we have left? Go to where Mwilsey's hit trouble. Take a look. I'm a mechanist. I'm no detective's assistant. But it's all we can do right now. You're the only one I can count on, mechanist. Alright, Doctor. In that case, we move now. Here's hoping I'm back on the land ship by tomorrow. Had my beloved workbench. Oh my god, I forgot about Mary. We need more fucking Oh God, what other woman voices do we got? Anything new? Anything new with the people on site? The view count will surely rock it up. I hope. The GTA stunt, the GTA parkour race should the GTA parkour course should keep people's attention. Anything new with the people on site? Nothing, officer. You shot your word to Director Clooney or whatever at Ryan, right? When exactly will he be here? Director Clooney's in a meeting right now. Meeting? You're telling me he's still in a meeting? What kind of meeting's more important than his employees' lives? Damn it, give me those binoculars. Okay. You don't think those pioneers are gonna follow through, do you? Let me tell you, they will. Push them enough and they'll do any frickin' thing. So you mean our colleagues at the site could be in mortal danger? We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. It was Saga last event. We're bringing it back. Who are you? Olivia Silence, Ride Lab researcher and Rhodes Island Pharmaceuticals partnered medic operator. This is my colleague from Rhodes Island, Mr. Gray with the engineering department. Hello. I'm a Rhodes Island electrical engineer, but I'm still interning. Rhodes Island? What kind of useless crap does that company do? Forget it. Save the explanation. One day passes in Trimonths and a barge of fresh company names unloads out of the You're Ryan Lab, right? Got any pull in the office? Pull, ma'am. I'm not too sure what you mean. Forget it. I knew you wouldn't be in charge. You strike me as one of those egghead swimming in book types. Like the hostages they've got. You guys and those guys might as well live on different planets. Or they're cooked. They don't know Rhodes. They're cooked. They don't know Rhodes Island. They're absolutely insane. They're deranged. I heard there were the pioneers working at this site. Pioneers. The name rings too nice for anything except billboards. And I know better than anyone what kind of people they are. Convicts, gamblers, infected who can't stick to medical fees. Nothing to lose by the time they went out in the waste. Hey, excuse me. Could we try and talk to them? You might have realized already, but Dr. Silence and I are both infected. We're in a place to understand their situation. Ryan Lab makes stupid cash, doesn't it? So does Rhodes Island, or so does Rhodes Island, or whatever. You've got these, let's say, well-intentioned companies paying your insurance premiums. That's the key thing. That's why you can shut up about understanding them. Well, Ryan Lab makes stupid cash is the first time Dorothy's heard of that. Underpaid, poor underpaid JERBOA. Premiums? What part exactly is... It's the way things work here in Colombia. A policy aimed at the infected. You see, an insurance premium is what you have to pay before an insurance company starts paying, like, for the insurance for you. So there's a certain amount of cash that you have to put down before your insurance is responsible for it. Generally, the higher the premium, the better the coverage, but not always. Just because if you can afford to put more down in the premium, then if you actually have to, you're less expected to pay for it. Because the whole business model of insurance is that they do whatever they can to not actually pay you. It's kind of fucked up. You pay them in case you need them if something happens to you. But their business model is pray something doesn't happen to you, and if it does, desperately try to not pay you. Anyways... Man, please trust us. Rhodes Island is a pharmaceutical corporation dedicated to addressing infected issues. Addressing issues? If I gave you a crossbow and told you to square away those kidnappers from here, would you do it? I couldn't. I don't know how to use a crossbow. That's not really my thing. What about him? Me? No, I don't think we've reached the point where we have to resort to violence, although I have killed several men before. Then it looks to me like you two can't help much at all. No sign of anyone coming, sir? They're playing it cool. Say, you think the megacorps might, not, care if their eyes die? What with those two being infected and all? Don't give me that. Infected aren't subhuman or nothing. At the very least, we don't want to treat each other like that. Alright. Said that on the Pioneer recruitment ads, too. Well, count all lucky stars. Well, count all lucky stars. The ads ain't all lies, then. Would you kindly drop the communicator, Dr. Erbica? He said drop it. Now funny business. All right. I'm putting it down. Please don't hurt us. Sir, she was sending messages. She was sending messages. What the fuck? What on a communicator of all things, sir? It's crazy. Bring me those comms, Sam. Only half type. Didn't get to send anything yet. These are our exact coordinates. You want them to send a drone in or something? Let me give you another idea. Change this to an SOS. Send it to your tutor, your manager, whoever. Tell them I'm waiting and my patience is running out. What exactly are you after? Well, that's wicked simple, Doctor. Me and my friends here, we all just want to leave this place alive. That's all. Oh, Director, you're finally back. Can you spare a moment? You're Ben. You're Ben from Structural? You remember my goo name? Oh, Mr. Ryan Lab Tech. Oh, Mr. Ben. Call me Ferdinand. 9 old directors at Ryan Lab and all. Yes, sir. Yeah, Ferdinand. My next meeting's in 10 minutes. I can spare you 7 of those. All right. Thank you. Sir, do you know where Control is right now? I've got Structural's application for equipment purchases here. Control is supposed to give us an answer 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from her. Structural's having to expend a lot of its experiments right now. Ben, are you alright? Are you dying, Ben? Give me the form. I'll sign it. Go procure. Did you just sign? The handbook says large-scale equipment purchases and this extensive have to go through Control. How long have you been with Ryan Lab? Just a couple months? Yes, sir. Yeah, I reported in a month ago. See this site in front of you? Huh? Isn't it monumental? 15 years ago, this place was still a wasteland. Not even a single pneumatic plate yet. You wouldn't see Ryan Lab on a fold-out of tri-mounts back in those days. Yay! Meet Parvis for tea, if get the chance. You've got a lot to learn, Ben, and you won't find it in your handbook. Alright, got it, sir! Well, look at that. I still have 4 minutes left. Not often you call me when it's light out, Ferdinand. I've decided with how many female voices we've gone through, Holyak needs to get the slutty one. Holyak, are you done with everything I asked? At least 3 empty seats for Ryan Lab director's meeting today? No, that's not enough. Oh, which director next? Are you finally fed up with that old goat behind the chimeric organism experiments? Or do you want the dreamer at the test site to never come back? Word is Rhode Island's people went to the site. The experiment's almost complete. I don't want anyone getting in the way before it's done, understood? You want me on site? No need for that. How cruel. Your assistant's one of the hostages, isn't she? I saw that Elena girl once. She's as pretty as she is hard-working. I want to finger her. I had a feeling you'd like her. She's with energy. She can wrangle the pioneers. And what was that about? Never mind. You keep an eye on developments in the city. It's unlikely Rhode Island would only send 2 operators to the site. Don't forget Saria's had a line to them all this time. Oh, your defense director again. I can't wait for her to strangle me in Lone Trail. Saria's already sold her experience long enough. Both the Colonel and I are running short of patience. Remember, they can't find anything this time. Oh my god. I forgot I'm working with someone this deranged. Alright, this is the place, Doctor. The last message we got from Saria was sent from this alley. Looks normal to me. There's hundreds of these alleys and tri-mounts. Fun fact, Doctor, there's actually hundreds of fucking alleys just in a city. If you go between buildings in a city, you know what that is, Doctor? That's an alleyway. Good! Can you tell me what we're in now? Alleyway. What weird foreshadowing. Yeah, that was crazy that they foreshadowed the Saria choking Holyak scene. That was really crazy. Seems like Mulsey's got chased here. If she wasn't being pursued, she'd never choose to set foot in this alley. No matter who it was, acting in the open streets would have obviously been too risky. Silence told me about Woolsey's ability. Right, search complete. Ability to manipulate water molecules. Would that be the energy conversion type or matter restructuring type of Originium arcs? No matter which principle it is, it's powerful at a glance. Water molecules. No flaws visible to the naked eye. Even more interesting. Experimental research folks and us mechanists are alike. Powers of observation are usually razor keen. If it's fooled even Silence and Mayor, then it's not your ordinary arts illusion. It's a real goofy one. Is that forgettable that broke for an prison and that forgettable Banshee? Don't you talk about my goat, Justin Jr., purveyor of everybody in Ride Lab's a freak. It's Freak Lab. Don't talk about him that way. That's one of my goats. Don't talk about him that way. I love Justin. I want to see more Justin. I want to see the Justin and Nasty sex scene that was teased by one of their, like, 2 things that each of them do is go on a fucking date to the building to watch the lodge. Wilsies wouldn't go down easy in a fight. There's a couple scorch marks on the ground. Not very wide range. Whoever did it, all signs point to some kind of technical equipment used to heat the air surrounding Wilsies. String arts are heavily dependent on water molecules. Her opponent must have known her very well. As well as we do. You mean they might be a Ryan insider too? Doctor, watch out! Noises! That was close. That was an energy weapon. Shot from deep inside the alley. Enemy's only 30 meters from us, give or take, and getting closer. Doctor, you'll want to stand behind me. Defense system, activate. You think we're in an ambush? Oh, that's an ambush, alright. Doctor, I've never seen this model of power armor before. It's new. Without testing, I can't tell you exactly how destructive any weapon hooked up to this could get. Whoa! Whoa! He did have Junior's name, I remember now. And by that, I mean we need a change of plans. Escape system activate. Now get on my back. I'm gonna give you a piggyback ride. Whee! Through the streets! Jesus Christ! I can't believe it. I had signal interference active in everything. Even Closure's own latest drone gen wouldn't detect our location. What sensory tech is this power armor using? Can you paralyze it? I don't want to draw attention. Hold on tight, Doctor. 10% power. Aim. Bingo. Clear damage to right arm. Plating detected. No reduction in speed. Showed no signs of slowing when hit early either. Who's in that suit? Do they not feel pain? Damage to left arm. Damage to lower right leg. Doctor, it's not reacting to the damage at all. If we want to stop it, I'll need to paralyze its power core in one shot. Come on, this makes no sense. Even the most well-trained soldier wouldn't have this much tolerance. You're right. By mere fact of living, no individual... I just realized all 3 of these have, like, the same, all of these 3 have, like, the same voice. The Doctor, Saria, and Mechanist are all close. It's, like, slightly... Mechanist is slightly deeper than Saria, which is slightly deeper than my normal voice, which is the Doctor. To be fair, that is a woman. I don't think this one is. I think this one is fully... I want to say there's multiple that are, like, fully... self-driven, and Saria starts beating on them, and then there's one that's different, and the Doctor's like, Saria, don't fucking punch that one! And that's the one that Moomoo's in. Mere fact of living, no individual can wholly suppress their most basic nervous responses. That's why every time I play Five Nights at Freddy's, I still get scared, no matter how badass I am. Like, are you kidding me? Animatronics, jumping and screaming? That shit's fucking scary. That shit's fucked up. That shit's dark. A hand smashes through the power armor's core. Countless mechanical fragments burst out like fireworks. Just as the blood of a fellow life form would. With no time to waste, that hand pulls out. The mecha fragment extracted by sheer force turns into dust. Together with the pure white plating covering her 5 digits, it all drifts down to the floor, where it forms a paper-thin calcium crystal layer. The power armor lies on the ground, the heat of its energy snuffed, a clean hole left through its torso. You pierce the power core's armor barehanded? It's a might of mights. Definitely a lot quieter than my defensive cannon. Doctor, looks like the Bureau of, Originium whatever won't be taking us in for attempted bombing today. The ATF! The ATF! Look out, Jackie! And other Paros. I'm not sure how many Colombian Paros we have. Gray is Bolivarian. I'm not sure how many Colombian Paros we have. But Jackie, look out! It's the ATF, Jackie! I do not want new criminal records for Rhodes Island. Thanks for that, Saria. No need. Doctor. Mechanist. I'm the one getting Rhodes Island involved in Ryan's internal affairs. I have a duty to ensure you don't come to any harm. Did you notice that we all sound like the exact same? Ferdinand was right on the money. Rhodes Island's people have already found Saria. Should we maintain pursuit, ma'am? If I stuffed you inside that par armor right just now, do you think you'd survive? God, that's hot. Relax. Just a hypothetical. Ma'am, no matter how powerful Saria is, there's only 3 of them. We've got them way outnumbered and outgunned with our secret weapon. Underestimate the enemy at your own peril. That bitch is gonna strangle me next event, and I will not let you... The car video, stop! We're losing people! We're losing them! Minecraft, parkour, gameplay, no copyright, 4K! Come on, come on, come on! 30 minutes! God, oh. No, no ads, no ads. You have to be on my channel to get your ads, US Postal Service. I hope you don't get privatized, US Postal Service. God, I don't need to start fucking paying for fucking mail. Any more than I already do for shipping, bro. Please. Leave that national. Okay. Minecraft parkour's active. Oh, ROINGUS nature video? JERBOA nature video, no copyright. The problem is if it's a nature video, it's probably copyrighted. That's the problem. In terms of like JERBOINGUS. What? Why not go? Minecraft parkour gameplay, go. No ads. Fuck you. Fuck you, Duncan. Okay, we're back. The Minecraft parkour is, oh, we've saved it. No one panic. We've saved the day. The Minecraft parkour is here. Everybody, I need to grab my keys so I can like jingle them. Man, you like that, chat? Can you hear that? Can you hear me playing with coins? There you go. It's okay, chat. It's okay. Oh, now my fingers have coin smell. All right. Haven't you been around Rhine Lab enough to learn? The punier a scientist looks, the harder she might pulverize you. You mean that mechanist or the professor-looking one with the hidden face? They can't be stronger than Rhine Lab's director of defense, right? Rhodes Island, they've got talent for days. I want to get fucked there. Let's go. I'm in love with that hypothetical just now. I've got a few new ideas I want to try out. Oh, I'm gonna fucking come from getting stuffed in a suit. Ooh. What the hell was Ferdinand's voice? Oh, it was pretty normal. Good evening, Colonel. Clooney, give me a rundown of what's going on at the site. Hey, maybe I should try to make Ferdinand a bit more like, hey, oh. Maybe give him a little bit more of this, say, oh. Just mine a boat rock, and you know how hard it is for pioneers to be satisfied, no matter how generous you get with the terms. Hey! Initiative is their strong point, and it forms the basis of Colombia's endless expansion, but it carries with it a little hassle. So it's hassle. Unhassle it then. I want to see the results you promised, not Rhine Lab and the gossip rags. Remember, you are the only tech company in Colombia. And let me tell you, Beach Prella's got some good dick suckers. If you fuck up. You know what? Fucking New Yorker Ferdinand is getting retired. I don't like it. I tried it a little bit. Don't like it. We're going back. Just understood. Rest assured, Colonel. Rhine Lab's products will not let you down. Let's just hope I don't have to talk to Saria at some point. Oh. So we got a whole crew wanting out of this now. I say your plan's helpless, and nobody's gonna listen to us. If we try everything we want, we'll never get our voices out. They're asking who cares what Ron Lab's up to. Look, we just need to get this work done sooner, get our money, move on to the next place, and keep going. As for the guys who went missing, well, their luck just ran out. The Pioneer teams out in the Deep Waste see a lot more dead every year than we do anyway. I get it. Tell them to hold on just a little longer. I'll bring our people back. So what's your plan? I'm gonna head out for a bit. Ain't that a bit too dangerous? The cops sent sharpshooters. They might just be waiting for you to come out. Sounds like a good deal to me. What, you keeping your head together, right? The police sharpshooter, right? Might just be an old friend of mine. Drag shot with a crossbow. This how it's gotta be. It's not gonna hurt too bad. Sonny. Sonny. Dr. Erbica. Doc Moore. Jace Moore. I need you to come out for a walk. You can drop the pretense. Do we have a choice here? Afraid not. Keep your chin up. Once the folks outside get to see the score, maybe they'll change their minds. Open up to taking our demands seriously. I think I've seen this parkour video before. I mean, honestly, that course looks kind of sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I can't help but glance up at it every once in a while. Kind of reminds me of those old. If anyone in the chat ever played any of the epic jump maps back in the day, back in the olden times, those were sweet. What version of Minecraft? It's a pretty new one, no doubt, given some of the blocks. Officer, we got movement. Drones prepare to... No, hold your fire. Officer, we can't hurt the hostages. You, Dr. Silence, over here. Is there a development, ma'am? Take a look through the binoculars. Are those your two colleagues behind the Pioneer? Sir, the column lit up. Oh, that's not the right accent. Sir, the column lit up. Give it. I knew it'd be you. Well, knew it'd be you. I'm fucking constantly mixing the Australian and the Southern together. I could say the same thing. You made a rank, right? Didn't get the chance to congratulate you. Who knew you'd stay at that precinct so long? You kept getting all this hassle from the frontier. And I never thought you'd end up so depraved. You still remember any of the classes you took? Your law courses? You still remember the shit you said to me the day I joined the force? That's great. We'll be partners again. It'll be just like all those games we played as kids. We'll protect Columbia's peace. Bring the bad guys to justice. How's that irony? You're bad guy number one right here and now. Oh my god, that jump was crazy. Sorry, Sonny. I'm watching Minecraft parkour on my phone at the same time. You should see this course. It's crazy. Mary. You still Minecraft parkour, and even after all those epic jump maps we played together. So nothing's changed there. What's all that crap your boys are holding? Homemade weapons? Drop those things before you embarrass yourselves anymore. You degrade yourself this far, but you still have an option. One final option. Let those two innocent ladies next to you go. No, that's not in the cards for now. Damn it, you're inching off the cliff here. Sure, the government lets a criminal join the Pioneers if he doesn't want to do hard time. But if you break the law again out on the frontier, what charges does that buy you? Answer me, Counsel, sorry. Use the wrong word. Don't call me that, Mary. I'm begging you. You're trying to guilt trip me. Yeah, I feel guilty now. Guilty I let you go and you broke into my house. I should have hauled your ass straight to the station. That was a long time ago. I mean, I'm sorry. I've always been sorry about that. Here's a Skibidi toilet fan. I don't know. I don't know if Mary's base enough. I don't know if Mary's quite base enough for Skibidi. But, maybe. But this time, I have a reason for doing all this. You have to hear me out, please. Sir. What? The doc, Doc Moore. Configuration, error, entering, power save mode. Oh shoot. Jace. No, not Jace. JB, not. And why are they doing this before the insult? I think she has a feeling that she knows why he's doing it. Or she's so pissed about it. What's happening to her, doctor? You can tell she's having an attack. What is it? Is it neuropathy? Come on, I got her. There's drugs for her, right? Oh, I can't do injections. Nigga. Whoa, that sounds bad. Inga. Don't sound out though. Don't sound out that. Do not sound out those 3 letters. Don't sound out those 3 letters. Do not sound out those 3 letters. That's very bad. Don't do that. Delopsis, no. Do a different onomatopoeia. Make a different effort sound. Not that one. Come on, she looks like hell. Oh, I got this first aid treatment band Ron gave us. It's does something for rippity flaps, right? I'll put it on her. You're willing to give your own emergency care device to Jess? If you under that band, your odds of survival go down significantly on the off chance you get a sudden attack. The doc's been good to us all this time. I don't want anything happening to her. You say as the ones who kidnapped me and Jess. We never wanted to do you dirty. I'm sorry. We're just a bunch of selfish nobodies. Literally was canceled today. No. That was NGH. That was a sound of being sick. That's the onomatopoeia they used in the game. That's the effort sound they used in the game.
Are the comms still going? Ma'am, would you mind giving me permission to talk to the pioneers? The leaver experienced an attack is my colleague and my good friend. And more important still, I am her attending physician. I want to gather a situation from the pioneers. Judging by their reactions, they clearly aren't unconcerned for her. Go nuts, but you don't have much time. Just got orders from on high. The pioneers refuse to cooperate for another 10 minutes. We'll cut all comms to the test site, along with all power to their living quarters. We're watching out for ROINGUS. Who are we gonna watch for ROINGUS content now? I don't know. It's very sad. If I'm lost, ROINGUS is lost. So I have to be strong. I have to be strong. Can't afford a cancellation. Dead Storm. No, I don't know who Living Rain is. That's a complete coincidence. That we are Dead Storm here.
You'll cut the electricity. Day-night temperature swings are massive in the Barrens. They'll be freezing by midnight. There's several late-stage neuropathy patients among the pioneers. You need medical facilities to live.
I know. That's what makes this a warning. You know how serious Ryan and the police are here. All their protests and demands have to be founded on a legal basis. Once they take the criminal route, nobody's gonna hear them out.
But aren't you friends with that pioneer leader?
Friends. The moment he abandoned himself, there was nothing left to say. The moment I saw him first eating normal Cheerios and I realized what a boring motherfucker he became. Ellipses. How is she? Real-time blood crystal density is dropping. Eye movement indices are still highly irregular. Eye movement indices. Due to her epiphanies focus lying in the brain, any fluctuation in her condition will impact her nervous system, causing her to fall into deep sleep and go so far as to trigger epileptic attacks.
Who's there?
The comms are still open.
Hello, sir. I'm Joyce Moore's attending physician. My name is Silence.
Doc Silence. You're awfully chatty for that name.
Firstly, I'd like to offer you my thanks. Joyce's condition has only stabilized so quickly with your aid, and that of the other pioneers.
You gonna thank us kidnappers, huh?
In return, and please trust me when I say this, we really truly wish to assist you. We still have 5 minutes before your comms, and power to your living quarters are simultaneously cut.
Sir, we got blackout.
It seems they've acted out of schedule.
Don't sweat it. I gotta appreciate you being willing to warn us.
I gathered from Man Mary that you'd like a dialogue with Rhine Lab's upper management. Can I ask why that is?
I want to beg them to stop the experiments they're doing here.
The what?
You're a good doc. My name is Doc Moore here, but something tells me stopping a project this big's out of your hands. You tell the Rhine Lab boss this experiment is seriously wicked dangerous.
Sir, do you have any proof?
Even if I did, would you believe me? A lone pioneer at the end of his rope? Giving up hope? Oh, I'm gonna write that one down. I write music in my spare time, Silas. You're gonna have to forgive me. The underwater map is cool. Bro's going into the nether? What the fuck? That ain't the nether. Bro's got like the portals mod. That ain't the nether. That's something entirely different. That's like a mystical forest. That's so sick. I want these fucking parkour maps. This shit's sick. Wait, it's reverse gravity? Okay. I'm gonna get back to fucking reading the ROINGUS site in 1 second. The Minecraft parkour is just like, there's something hypnotic about it, especially when you get when you get like the shaders and it makes everything look really pretty. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're going through the damaged house in this like canyon. Anyways, I see why I see why it keeps the ADHD kids' attention on TikTok. Officer, we're all set. We can cut the site's comms at any time. Wait for Doc Silas to finish. But the director's demanding immediate. Sorry, what police rank does your director hold? Remind me. Tell friggin' Ferdinand that saving people is my job. I'm not taking him on a ride along here. The director's been in contact with the commissioner officer. They drew up this plan together.
Director Ferdinand, I never imagined defense would fall under Energy's preview. If Ferdinand feels that structural is his to rule too, then I would not mind resigning from Rhine Lab, effective immediately. Although I shouldn't, because that would get rid of like all my leverage here if I did that. That would be really stupid if I did that. I actually probably shouldn't.
Jess, JB, not. Is she asleep? She's lost consciousness. If we don't get her treatment in time, she'll experience brain death before long.
Sir, I am preparing to enter the site now. I understand your concern, so I'd like to reassure you. I will not be carrying any weapons. Don't do anything stupid, Doctor. I know full well what I am doing. Sir, I will not allow any police officers nor defense personnel to follow me.
Researcher silence. I will report your conduct to the director. Director Parvis.
I'm entering test site 359 under my status as a Rhodes Island operator. Me too! And my electrical engineering colleague will accompany me. We will provide medical service free of charge to the Euripathy patients on site. Not just for my friend, but for all of you. I do not care what choices Rhine Lab makes in the wake of this. I only know that treating the infected is constant to the Rhine Island or Rhodes Island Code of Conduct.
This is crazy.
We're gonna treat them! We're gonna save everybody! Let's go! ROINGUS!
God, can we get some ROINGUS? We're getting the Sunny backstory. Can we get some ROINGUS? Can we get some ROINGUS? Oh. Give me any ROINGUS. I'm starving for ROINGUS. I just need a touch of ROINGUS. I was doing something for a bit. Yeah, you just lose yourself in the Minecraft parkour, bro. That's what Minecraft parkour is. Like, look at the lights coming up with the low render distance. Look at that. The Portals mod couldn't make it work. Crazy murder portal can make it work. Damn. There are 3 or 4 stages. ROINGUS doesn't appear. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, early ROINGUS site doesn't have a lot of ROINGUS, which is like the saddest part of early ROINGUS site is that there's not ROINGUS. Because realistically, what could a man or woman or just person want more than ROINGUS? There's few things in life that have more value than ROINGUS, just in general. Oh man, and you know, by the way, you know, there's very few people in chat, so I'm not sure if this is like relevant to anyone. But damn, there's like a couple new people in the server, in the Discord, joined the Discord recently. There's more people, like more unique people talking. I'm seeing happen, even if it's only once in a while. Kind of nice to see. By the way, is that Minecraft Planet parkour? That's crazy. Anyways, sir, your insurance premiums for the month. That's a lot. I mean, I just paid a few days ago. Then we can cover your prescription drug costs for the rest of the month. And the policy means you'll need to get a physical at the designated core healthcare facility before the first of the month. They still haven't given me my loan. I've been trying, damn it. They just take my parents' deli as collateral, we'd be fine. Sir, the payment's due tomorrow. If you can't pay your premiums on time, you definitely can't afford follow-up treatment. Are insurance premiums after being a monthly basis the policy insurance might also pay them quarterly something? Okay. So insurance premiums can be a monthly basis. Okay. I don't think mine is. I think that's why I was like, are insurance premiums a monthly thing? No, they can be. They can also be quarterly, semi-annually, annually, depending on your coverage. And I guess for the infected, it's a very predatory one where it's monthly and high, which is very rough. Infected treatment zone. Yes. Don't worry, you'll enjoy even deeper discounts on healthcare there. No, I don't wanna. Going in there, that's a dead end. My life would be over.
Sir, Mr. Sonny, you feeling all right? I heard how hard you were breathing. It's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. I came here with Dr. Silence, and your men checked us over. We're not carrying any dangerous weapons.
Sorry, I just, force a habit.
No need to apologize, I understand. It's always hard when the darkness creeps in. You should see the true extent of my dark, twisted mind. Body heat makes things... Could you come a little closer? Body heat makes things much warmer. You won't go numb this way, even if you gotta sleep.
Where are the others?
Dr. Silence's medical drone installation has an emergency power source. He's inside the building right now giving Telopsis a health checkup, and Miss Elena's with them too.
Sam's.
He's followed your plan. You got all the pioneers and Portal together in there.
Own it. Let me ask you a favor. Don't tell Sam or anyone how
I understand. You're their leader. If they thought your strength wasn't holding up at such a key moment, you could lose control of the Pioneer team. I'm not trying to say your team isn't united enough, but the darkness usually is a way of pushing on variables. The darkness.
You got a mile of experience.
I'm a Bolivarian. Blackouts are pretty common back in the city I'm from.
Bolivar, there's a war there?
We never had an easy guess for where the fires of war would stall out back home.
Must have been odd for you, getting yourself out of there, I mean.
It was all thanks to my colleagues. The way I see it, you and your Pioneer team are even more amazing.
Me? Amazing?
Why are you laughing?
So those stupid company ads made it all the way down to Bolivar.
No, I don't mean it like that. No matter how you look at it, you got here by your own 2 feet. And the ones who came before you, the immigrants from Victoria, Gaul, and Bolivar, the sexy Paro bitches who sold hot dogs and gave them their name? That's crazy. It's their footprints all together that lit up these wilds.
You got away with words.
I'm just telling it like it is. I've always wanted to see what the famous Colombian frontier was like.
Well, you disappointed? Might be more desolate than your hometown here.
No, Mr. Sonny. I think I've learned a lot. For example, the way your power lines are designed is really economical and efficient, just as Mechanist described.
Officer, the vehicle's ready.
Make sure you've got the right equipment. I saw them with handmade crossbows. Now to get a little darker, then send a few drones ahead to the Pioneer living quarters. Confirm the position of every hostage and bandit. We follow behind and look for a good opportunity to bust in. Then,
what about Researcher Silence and that Rhodes Island operator?
What are you going for here? I'm not sure which side they're on. Is that how you Rhinelabbers work? You gotta pick a side first no matter what you're doing?
We just want to ensure all problems are resolved. That's what we do in defense, officer.
And what I do is help people. Listen, I don't care what you guys want to do. My advice is to make sure you don't get in the way of my job either.
You're saying it's Rhodes Islanders who saved you?
Rhodes Island didn't just save my life in the accident. They gave me the chance to continue my education. I'm where I am today because Rhodes Island changed my life.
What a nice company. Any of the time and place, I would have thought you were running a recruitment drive.
Mr. Sonny, if you do have an interest, you can actually send your CV to Rhodes Island.
Me, a pioneer looking like a kidnapper right now, handing my CV to a company as fine as you're talking about. Pretty funny joke there. Is hot dogs racist in Boulevard? No. I don't think so. Oh, the hot dog foreshadowing? Yeah. I don't think so. Just the lore that we know about hot dogs from like cults and explaining it for how they got the name hot dogs is that it was like Bolivarian immigrants who were selling them, and it was scantily clad, attractive Paros, which is like funny to think about because that means like probably means like Kirsten's great grandmother was a slutty hot dog saleswoman, and now look at the family going to space. The generational wealth was created and then immediately burned. by curse of not having any children and going to space.
You pioneer looking like kind of a...
Humble yourself all you want, but I can still tell how much potential you got as an engineer. Not to mention your 3 ladies in there. They're all infected and they still got hired by Rhine Lab. You know how tough that is.
Yeah, he definitely are outstanding.
No, not just outstanding. Not just outstanding. They're 1 in a million. Top of their fields. You got so many infected each year and only the tiniest number of talents ever get pardoned.
But Rhodes Island...
Yeah, Mr. Gray, you won't tell me. Rhodes Island never gives terms that harsh when it saves people. Even if I was willing to believe your special kind of faith in the company that saved your life, believe it was ready to go against its own nature, its self-interest to treat an infected fair and square, you still can't tell me you're not lucky to be one of the chosen ones. That is a very consistent theme of Dorothy's vision. Is talent and being talent and like the talented and their lives versus the average, the normal. Those who are not, you know, gifted with incredible talent. And the saps left over, they get round up to sit and wait until they drown in the mud. Their only chances, try taking a few steps, face up to bigger danger, go looking for the tiniest place where for just a moment they can rest their feet. Them and me, we're all in the same boat. No soul to save us. Can't even save ourselves.
Olivia, do you really think this is going to help?
Joyce's brain activity indicators have stabilized somewhat. I've administered some intravenous nervous depressants. They used to be a routine treatment method. The effect isn't especially ideal in this case, but could her attack have had some other trigger?
Since she's still in serious danger either way.
Yes. As long as we can't treat the cause, she needs a better environment.
That's great, but I'm not even asking about Jace's condition. You let Gray and the pioneer leader go on patrol together.
It wasn't my decision, it was Gray's own idea.
You're the captain. I haven't spent as much time on the Rhodes Island land ship as you two have, but I know how the company works. Olivia, I'm not trying to criticize you, but if Gray runs into trouble or we're held up treating Jace, you won't forgive yourself.
Do you believe Sonny would more easily trust Gray or us?
Is there a difference?
I recalled you were unfortunate enough to catch a Ripathy in a testing accident at Rhine headquarters.
Yes?
Did it cross your mind at the time that you may never be able to do research again?
Of course it did. But the boss, Ferdinand sent a new contract right out, extending the 3 years to 10, and giving me a 30% raise.
You were employee of the year.
Yeah, not much of a consolation prize, right? Just a fuck ton of money. Not much of a consolation prize, just like a fuck ton of money to where I can both pay off the insurance premiums easily and pay for treatment so that I live a relatively normal life.
I understand your perspective. I'm more or less the same. I'm far less purely optimistic than you. I've worried about the future, and following from that, I was thankful to Parvis and Rhine Lab for a time. But I never doubted my own abilities, nor what they could do for Rhine Lab in return. For us, the Ripathy is a challenge to overcome. It's not going to gnaw our entire lives away. And that's why Gray can do what we can't.
Mr. Sonny, I'd like to point out there's a kind of contradiction in what you're saying. Man, for real? You say that the pioneers risk it all and search the next place to rest their feet. So how do you know we're not about to come across a way out? Well, sir, the building, the power's back. What the hell? Why, you son of a gun, that's what you were doing the whole time you were talking to me. Mr. Sonny, if I hadn't run out into the darkness back then, I wouldn't have ever have met the Rhodes Islanders who came before me, carrying the light. Trust me, sometimes taking one more step really does mean something. Even if I'm already standing on the brink? Even if you've already jumped off? Well, how the fuck can I take a step, Gray, if I've walked off? If I walked off, there's no ground anymore. You can't take a step if there's no ground, Gray. We've seen you reaching out your hand. You're crying out to us for help. So we'll do everything we can to catch you. No matter what you've been through, it's far from time to give up yet. We've got power. Did Gray do it?
That's a relief. Jace is showing a reaction to the light.
Should it be that everyone calls her Jace? Watch the left corner of the screen for 10 seconds. What, the JERBOA part? Or... The left corner is ROINGUS. Of course, Roingus time! I love Roingus! Watch Tibet with us as well. So hyper attention maxing. He's ADHD maxing! Should Silas, should like everyone call Ptolopsis Jace, or should it just be Elena? Everyone else is, oh yeah.
That's a relief. Joyce is showing a reaction to the light.
Trust you to be so focused, even now. Ladies, why are you back alone? Where's Gray?
It's the only place with power right now. He's making for the other quarters.
Aye.
You don't trust me, do you?
Stay back.
Elena.
Olivia, you said he wouldn't trust us, but I've even less grounds to trust him. He tricked me and Jason to coming here, and I've kept quiet on this the whole time. I saw more of them surrounding the labs. All of those pioneers are armed.
It's not what you think.
Well, what do I think, Hal? You said you didn't want to do anyone dirty. You mean you forgot how Dorothy's been treating you all? You're going to hurt her for your own selfish ends?
Is that you pulling along?
I've been planning to for a long time. I'm sure the police and my defense colleagues are already on their way. They won't need any drones to pin our position now. Much thanks to Gray for this.
So that's why you got the power back on. Don't project your own gloomy mind onto him. He was trying to help you. I'm the one fucking you over, and I would be remiss if you did not credit me with fucking you over. God, I wish I was Dorothy so I could have vision. Indeed, the world is blind without Roingus, truly. The only one who can truly see.
Gray really does want to help you, just like Dorothy and Jace do. Out of respect for them, I'll consider letting you off the hook. But so whatever plans you had before, give them up before it's too late.
Are the drones out? Not yet, or people are waiting for the order.
Then tell me, what the hell is that thing shining above the site?
Oh, that's just God. He does that.
So close, it'll all be good some.
Oh, that's some goddamn beautiful line.
Is it? Thank you.
got me feeling thought out some. Even working with you here. There's that bit left in front now, right? We'll show those megacorpus. Call whatever you want to us. We won't take it sitting down. Oh, we've still got our own two hands to get things done.
Wait, something's wrong. Hold on a second.
What is it?
Don't go any further. That light isn't my arts.
Dark silence? I'd like to ask you one more time. Are you really willing to trust a pioneer?
I'm a doctor and a researcher. I am like my colleagues. In that I trust the truth. There's only one mark, the truth. Except when Kirsten says that in the Lone Trail PV, I'm not happy with her. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, I'm not gonna lie.
What's the deal outside? What are they all running for? Did you...
No, not on my orders. Get away from me, you bastard! Shit. Oh, shit.
The police are probably here to rescue us.
Now stay in here.
What the hell is wrong with you now?
My guess is that thing's come again.
What thing?
Well, the truth I wanted to tell you about.
Helena, keep away from the door.
Sir, gotta watch out.
Has he been hurt, or is he having an attack?
Stay away from him.
Your teammate is clearly in need of assistance.
Watch what's behind him. An irregular-shaped object hangs in the air. Its surface is exceptionally glossy, issuing gentle silver rays all about. It hovers faintly up and down at this moment, as if following some sort of breathing pattern. After rising up behind the Pioneer, about 3 seconds pass where it hangs in the air. Then immediately it slows to rotate it slowly rotates its own body. As if curiously assessing every human at the scene.
This is...
Run! We gotta get out of here! Oh, and I've gotta piss. So you know what we do when I gotta piss, chat? We put up a poll. We are only at DV2 after. We've still gotta get through this and all the way up to there. Is there someone you watch this in hindsight? She doesn't know any better. The parkour's over. The parkour's over. Shit! Fuck! It's okay. No ads for you, sandwich boys. You gotta put them on my channel. There we go. Okay, this one's 2 hours. So we're gonna we're just gonna chat. I better. I'm just gonna leave this, and I hope that you don't disappoint me. Okay, I hope that you don't disappoint me, chat. When I come back from this piss, I hope that I'm not disappointed. I'm gonna set this poll up. I swear to God, chat. When I come back from my piss, I better not be disappointed. Alright, chat. You best not be. Oh my god, there's 4 votes. Only ROINGUS I've experienced is the ROINGUS avoidance. It was never worthy. No! How could anyone avoid the. This is so sad. We need someone to vote. Chat, do not let me down. I swear to Christ. I swear to God. All of you are in trouble. All of you are going to be sent to your room. I have to admit, I wasn't expecting that. Neither was I. Rest assured, I have no intention of going back to prison either. And that makes cleaning up the scene of the crime here a lot easier. After all, I'm Mechanist. It won't take much time to pull a machine apart. But I'm wondering, how did you know it was empty inside? I've sparred with this power suit a few times before. You've been hunted by them too? In a sense. They're not out for Saria. So Saria is so. I gave Saria such a similar voice to the Doctor. This trio is devastating. They're not out for Saria. If they're showing up here, that goes to show someone really doesn't want us tracking Woolsey's whereabouts. Who's that someone gonna be? There are many possibilities. I don't contact Woolsey's much. I only knew she was participating in some Rhine lab-headed secret experiment before she disappeared. Considering I left Rhine long ago, her divulging as much to me already violated her NDA. Does Rhine Defense dispatch cutting-edge weapons to eliminate info-leaking employees? Got it, that's non-disclosure too, I'll take that as a yes. Rhodes Island sure is a friendly enterprise, isn't it, Doctor? Rhodes Island isn't just an enterprise. We also do car rentals. And we'll pick you up. Woolsey's isn't an ordinary Rhine Lab employee. If they can drive her to the edge, their professionalism has to be on par with mine. This model of power armor made a showing in certain mercenary groups about half a year ago. Neither its defensive material nor its equipped weaponry are outstanding. All in all, it's comparable to military manufactured power armor from 5 years ago. Save for one notable point, it doesn't demand anything from its user. Anything? How low do the requirements go? Any being whose physiological parameters can maintain a standard exercise state satisfies the requirements. I can, you can, and the Doctor can. Yeah, that's low! That's low, that's real low. We're stressful but unworthy. This is so sad. This man has not yet been able to see the vision. And this is so tragic for Sir Dawn. My heart goes out to anyone who has been unable to yet gain the sight. Only crack troops used to be able to wear power armor. Picture controlling that giant contraption for extended periods of fighting and not drowning in your own vomit in the process. It genuinely wasn't something anyone could do without training. Ask Durnar, she'll tell you. She says it wore it one time ever and it made her want to quit the military right then and there. Yeah. Luckily for her, she doesn't vomit early. She doesn't vomit easily. She also has no gag reflex. How do I know that? I just know. I imagine, though, these intervening years have been enough for them to iterate on the technology a couple dozen times over. There's no shortage of vets among the mercenaries, but for anyone to wear it, that's an invention that might change how whole wars are fought. Similar power armors are only out there in extremely low numbers, which makes it obvious that this tech is only in its prototype phase. I'm on the trail of the source right now. Getting leads isn't a cakewalk as with so many other experimental weapons. Are Columbia's mercenaries that rich? The mercs may not be the clients. Doctor, come on. Are the mercenaries that rich? No, but you know what, like, who pays for mercenaries? Like, in the eyes of the people who order this stuff, mercenaries in these latest power suits are interchangeable. It's only experimental. The edge projected from nomadic cities is often the boundary where the rules of civilization no longer apply. The mercenaries act. Oh my god, chat. Chat, what the fuck? Oh, chat, you're so disgusting. Oh. They draw us, sorry, I see the light now. We got 3 chatters who don't see the light. Reveal yourselves. We got 3 chatters who certainly don't see the fucking light. That's disgusting. I'm so disappointed. I've never been more disappointed in my chat. Mercenaries active in the Barrens, same as the Pioneers, are the most convenient test subjects. Even if an experiment fails and they're disposed of, hardly anyone's going to pursue their whereabouts. And soon enough, the next batch of test subjects gets funneled in. Don't any of them fight it? No point in fighting it. The mercenaries are fully aware the new weapons in their hands could explode, but they could also be stronger than whatever their opponents are wielding. Legally, these mutually consenting deals are on the verge of compliance. Mr. Mechanist, have you discovered anything new? Something feels off. Something's felt off from the very beginning. Nobody in the power armor. How did I not tell that at a glance? The mercs could be remote controlling it from a distance. Or they set it up with the automated programming, but no matter what, there'd be distinct patterns in behavior. Just like Closure's drones. Obviously, they're not that flexible. Even the highest grade of automation out of the newest crop of Rhodes Island's R&D weaponry wouldn't escape my eyes. You want me to believe that that bunch of dumb army-funded mechanists could pull it off? I'm the mechanic boy. I am the one who mechanics. I'm the mechanist boy. I'm the one who mechanics. What are you doing? Severing the power armor's central nerves. There's something dripping out of these tubes. A silver liquid? What's this substance? Maybe it's the answer to your question. They gooned into the power armors. I should have known. It makes them stronger. Well, well, well. The silent voters have been revealed. Everybody else, I'm ashamed. I want you all to think about what you did. I want you all to think about why you're wrong for what you did. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Rajak. You piece of shit. Mods, give him a slap on the nuts. Can I you're in timeout. It's 10 seconds as a warning. 10 seconds as a warning. You're timed out. Bad. Bad. How dare you? You come into my house on the day that you come into my stream, on the day that we read about the fucking ROINGUS, and you do this to me. And you think I'm going to let you off the hook. You think I'm just going to let you off the hook with no punishment? You come in there. You come in there on the day of my ROINGUS. Do we get away? I haven't run this fast in a long time. What exactly was? Beep beep boop boop beep beep. It followed us? Get down! Beep beep boop boop beep boop boop boop. They're beeping and booping!
This isn't the same one as before. There's at least 10, even more actually. They've surrounded the living quarters.
They're multiplying. They're multiplying. Multiplying? Have you seen these things before? Explain. Doctor, because shouldn't you be the one explaining? What the ever-loving hell do you mean?
Move!
This thing's too fast. I don't want to imagine what happens if it touches you. Do you think we should head back inside?
Better we don't.
Why?
That's the building we were in.
Under an invisible and massively powerful attack, the Pioneer's hut violently sways, the flimsy windows and doors shattering in quick succession. Practically at the same time, the peculiar objects that were hanging in the air before fly straight at the room. Silver liquid oozes through the cracks in every frame at lightning speed, just as a minute creature would smell blood and dig fearlessly into its prey's wounds. But in the next instant, something that defiles all comprehension, including the scientists, decides to take place.
Did the building just disappear?
No, he didn't disappear. It was disintegrated.
What?
Do you see those things floating in? Do you see those things floating in the air?
You're trying to tell me that used to be part of the building?
I fear that maybe the entire building.
They're getting goopy. We're getting goopy. I'm gonna gross sound for a machine. It's very wiggly. It's quite wacky. Just her voice falls silent. The fragments frozen in midair come falling down one after another. Cacophony, dust, detritus everywhere. Like the restarting of a clock stopped by force. And everything that existed by all rights returns. Did I just get hit by some kind of mind control arts? I mean, if not, then everything I just saw somehow violated every law of physics I know.
It's the work of those silver liquids. They disperse into innumerable minute individuals, dismantled and lifted away what was a section of the room, and then reassembled it.
Like there were dozens of invisible hands?
Sounds like you ladies are talking about ghosts.
Wait, Telopsis!
Shit, Jace was just in that room. Don't tell me she got... Myers, you made it out too. Say, I got Doc Moore out of there. Jace! Thank God Jace is okay. Thank God she's okay.
His wounds aren't severe, but his endurance has been overtaxed. He urgently needs to rest.
Can't hang around this place. None of the Pioneer quarters are safe anymore.
Did you see that?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Knock it off. I know you're not that dumb. Did you not feel that tremor just now? Were those floaty things some new model of drone or something? You Reiners developed those yourself? Damn it.
I can only tell you that we did not take any action against the site on your orders.
Who was your boss again? Ferdinand?
This Ferdinand Clooney is the director of Rhine Lab's energy section.
I don't care how your company's structured. Give me your comm. I want to talk to him.
Director Clooney is extremely busy. Then I'm gonna need you to pass along a message. Ask if he knows what a bastard he is.
Director, you have a message sent from the observation at the site. Fuck you, piece of shit. You're a bastard. Fuck you. I bet your dick is small.
Well.
Also, your son appears to need you for something. Should I put him through?
Same play. Tell him I'm busy. I'm gonna get divorced. I'm gonna get divorced soon. Alright, send the contents of the most recent report to my terminal.
On it, Director.
How many times have I told you? Don't call me Director.
Sorry, Mr. Clooney.
Speaking of Elena, I gather you get along with her? You get along well with her. Brainstorm for me, what kind of present would she like?
Olivia?
I'm sorry, treating the wounded pioneers as me occupied. Are you hurt?
I am fine. I don't have field experience like you do, but I can take care of myself at least. Even then, shouldn't we be evacuating ASAP? The whole site's in chaos. The pioneers are busy with themselves. We've got a good chance to escape. I'm positive the director got my message. He'll send people to fetch us. Once we meet back up with our colleagues at defense, we'll be in perfect position to wipe out the threat to the site and save Dorothy.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe? JB? JB not.
But I can't do it. It's not in my power to leave these people for dead. Actually, it is in my power. I'm just not going to.
The hardcore I've seen before. They get me before they get a video out of 100 Days Hardcore. Multiple of those exist. True. There's several like 1,000 day, the 100,000 day fucking days in Minecraft, Skibbity, Toilet, fucking whatever the fuck series. Silence, we got a few casualties here.
Drone.
We're not gonna last much longer if they keep this up. Tried every way to attack it, no dice. Those freaks don't hurt. They're impossible to break. They don't even got nowhere to hide. Sir, why are you telling them all this? They could be getting off on it. These things above our heads are all mystery weapons sent out by the Fuzz and the Megacorps. They want us trapped in this test site forever. Sam, lay off that for now. Sam, shut the fuck up.
Everyone, I've got an idea.
Ray, do you have some kind of proposal? Take your time. You're running too fast. Be careful not to bruise yourself.
100 days in ROINGUS filled Minecraft. 100 days in 100 days on test site 35. I survived 100 days on test site 359. And the sequel, I survived 100 days in the JERBOA metaverse. It was awesome. Gone crazy, gone sexual, 2015 YouTube prank style.
I've noticed those objects seem to chase after light and human voices. Watch!
They're following your art's light ball away into the air.
It's only temporary. My art's ain't able to trick them for long.
You've done all you can and very well at that. Phototaxis. You brought up an interesting line of thought.
Great, can you assist in evacuating the nearby pioneers? They trust you.
Move them somewhere dark and tell them they need to keep quiet.
Sure, I know what to do. I've done work like this plenty of times with the senior operators. Dr. Silence, you and Miss Elena take care too.
What about us then?
Make some signs of movement. The larger the better. Has to cover the sounds of the others' footsteps at minimum.
Own it. Sam, call 5 or 6 guys over if you can. Take whatever gear makes the most noise. Are you seriously going along with them? You got a better idea? Whatever you say, boss.
Drive every silver body to our location, so we act as bait. And then what?
For now, stall as long as we can.
And then come to the laboratories.
That voice. Dorothy?
Yes, it's me, Dorothy. I did a quick rig on the laboratory PAs. I hope I didn't scare you.
Are you alright?
I'm completely safe. You don't need to worry about me. The laboratory buildings are sturdier, and they'll help you resist the threat. Everyone, be you Pioneer Team friends or Ryan coworkers, the laboratory's doors are open to you.
Yes! I love ROINGUS! ROINGUS, ROINGUS, ROINGUS! I love ROINGUS!
What is the nature of Originium arts? The Spirecasters of Lythonian and the academics of Columbia each develop their own separate theories. Of course, both are simply packaging for the benefit of their respective adherents. Regardless of any differences in terminology, the two theories describe the same relationship. Originium arts involve the caster exerting influence on external matter through a medium, i.e. an arts unit. The arts unit receives and encodes the caster's neural activity, releasing it as energy that interacts with matter or its component particles, resulting in the desired effect. Modern arts units are the product of advances in both theory and industry, with complex energy conversion circuits at their core. Clearly not all Originium products are suited for this purpose. However, we cannot ignore how the infected are able to use arts without an arts unit, using their infected organs to similar effect. We've all heard the terrifying rumors of Lythonian Spirecasters using one or more infected as a medium for casting, in effect turning them into massive energy conversion circuits. Of course, such blatant ethical violations would never be allowed in Columbia. What about safe artificial implants that could serve the same purpose, though? Just as those who've lost their legs in an accident can walk again, with prosthetics, or those born blind can see with cornea transplants, those without the ability to use Originium arts one day may harness the same power. I'm seeing some shocked faces in the audience.
Oh wait, no, this is something Dorothy's listening to. This isn't Dorothy. This is fucking. This I think this is Loken doing a speech. Sorry, did I fool you all with my sexy voice? I'm seeing some shocked faces in the audience. Let me emphasize, this is all just hypothetical. But I was invited here today, but my alma mater to talk about the research that our institute is currently conducting. Ever since I was wait, where is this Dorothy? I think it's Loken. I think it's Loken. I think it's Loken. It's Loken or it's Dorothy. Yep, it is Loken. Okay, it is Loken, yeah.
And ever since I was a student, I've wanted to do more for Columbia using originium arts for everyone in this rapidly evolving society. And that's why I'm introducing the killing a little girl's brother and making him into originium arts. I study and distribute social resources according to originium arts assimilation. Here in Columbia, however, we believe that all men are created equal and created Sigma!
Address to the Tri-Modes Institute of Technology by Loken Williams, founder of Loken Water Tank Laboratory. Composition analysis failed. Liquid does not match any known compound. Look. White crystals formed at her fingertips, spreading to cover her entire hand and forearm. Scene that you just saw, and which is as familiar to you from combat reports as from your own experience. Calcification? Sorry, does not answer. Suddenly she raises her hand, and you can find her fist in front of your nose faster than you could blink. You hear the sound of mineral impacting metal, and you know that mechanists block the attack for you. Before you can catch your breath, you feel something cold touch your neck. Saria's other hand never moved. There's a calcified blade at your throat nonetheless. You instinctively hold your breath. Explain yourself, Saria. This is the quickest way to explain it. My originium arts reconstruct matter containing calcium at a molecular level. This is what you call calcification. Oh, thank God, Saria. For a second I thought your arts were calcification and I panicked. You pick different dialogue options? Oh yeah. I can in the, I can in the story reader. I've just been reading the first one because it's the default. I guess it's the best part of the group here because the movie doesn't count. No radio signals or programs. They're like an extension of my limbs. Do you mean the power armor? A power armor is nothing more than a power armor. The silvery liquid is the key. It's the neurotransmitter of the power armor linking the brainwaves of the operator to the machine. Like an arts unit. More than that, I should say. An intuitive explanation. Sorry if I've caused any discomfort. I would not have gone for the doctor's hand were it not for that gesture to me. But it's a good thing we know each other so well. There's someone I want to see. As far as I know, he's the first to actually use this prototype power armor. I would like you to come with, Mechanist. You saw them go into a bar near the university? Yes, ma'am, all three of them. I can guess who it is Saria's looking for. We saw him just last week. Didn't he agree not to meet anyone from Rhine Lab? Is Saria still Ryan? I don't think she knows the answer herself. Should we stop them? No, I'm curious how much Saria knows. It's about time we had a little talk. And one more thing, Loken Williams is a graduate of the Tri-Modes Institute of Technology. Loken Williams, who the fuck is that? I guess time really does fly. One accident and everyone forgets the brightest star of academia. Which is surprising, because, like, you generally don't forget when, like, you murder the little girl. I think that part, generally people don't forget that, actually. I think people actually remember that. That would be, like, it would give you infamy. Saria and the control of Rhine Lab went to the same school. Social gatherings in Columbia's tech sector are basically all TIT reunions. I wish I could have spent some time at that school myself. Let's go. Maybe it's not too late to join the fun. And maybe if we get there in time, at the Taco Bell, they'll still have the Baja Blast pie. I love the Baja Blast pie.
Oh fuck, we're back.
The last firebomb! Throw it as far as you can. Here goes. With me, get inside. Explosions, noises, everybody's running. We got everybody? Whew. Yes, sir. All present and accounted for. What about the monsters? Not yet. The flash's still burning. Looks like it's got their attention. Thank you, everyone. We have all of the injured. What's next, Doc Silence? Sir, the door. It won't open. What the hell's going on? You locked that door, Doc? I've never been to this test site before. Dr. Urbica? The lab doors are automatic. Well, it's locked. Doctor,
What are you complaining about? Aren't you afraid of those silver constructs outside? How are we supposed to know if you're trying to keep them locked out or keep us locked in? Maybe you planned all this. Are you joking? You're saying I somehow made you kidnap me? Watch it. You're our prisoner, don't forget. Sam! You're the one who said these white coats are fooling us. No, be quiet for a sec. You hear it, Doc Solins? A rustle, like something slithering on the ground. Do not stop, Ben. Do not look back. Push open the third door on your right. It opened! Do not be afraid. I will protect you. As always. Test results for the latest batch of transmitter. Yes, sir! In a laboratory environment, of course. A 1.7% increase in efficiency. A massive breakthrough in 1 month. Excellent work. Need more time? 10 days? 20? Sorry! Whoa!
No, don't frighten the youths like that. No wonder the staff so fear the accolades of the Director of Energy.
Come to boast about your people skills, Parvis.
Just passing through. Just passing through. Back to your lab now, poor little fellow. I'll keep your director company for a bit. Well, it is I, Parvis. The shaman man. Hello.
They're all right. Okay. Thank you.
So quick on his feet. Such is youth, eh? Gone in a flash.
I don't see you outside your lab often, except for director's meetings. What brings you here exactly?
Where do I even start? The brain doesn't spin so fast at my age.
You're born with white hair, Cabernet.
Oh, now I remember. You know when Willsies is?
We made a bet. Trade you 10 boxes of black tea from hydroponics and ecological. A bet?
2 days ago, she told me that you're planning to rid Ferdinand Clooney's name of the director title. And give it the title of Sigma Male instead. She said you don't go your own way enough. You'll never be a real Sigma.
Sonny, why did you stop?
We can't do this.
Do what?
We can't follow that voice.
That voice? You mean Director Franks? Sonny, Director Franks knows this lab better than anyone. Better than Elena or myself. She knows where we'll be safe.
That's why I don't trust her. Don't you see she's pulling our strings, guiding every step, drilling into our minds. She's walking us right into a cage, and we're going along with it.
Please calm down, Sonny. Getting excited could exacerbate your condition.
Let me go. Get away from me.
Oof. Ew, right in my spleen. Oh.
I love that Parvis just only has one sprite. Like, all the other Rhino directors have different emotions. Parvis is just constantly just smiling. He has no other sprite. He's locked in eternal torment. He is forbidden to show naught but joy at all times. Did someone ping me? Oh, it wasn't anything important on Discord. No big deal. I, for a second, thought someone had something that might be important on stream, but no, they did not. They didn't have shit, really. My goodness.
Okay. Olivia, are you okay?
I'm fine.
That's enough, Pioneer. I would have left you outside if Olivia didn't insist we help you. Like we wanted to be here with you in the first place. I don't understand at all. Dorothy was so kind to you. Roingus! 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 She's back! Roingus! Roingus! Chat! Roingus!
How's your son, Dirk?
Not so good, Director Franks. The doctor says he needs an operation, but is it the cost? Nothing gets past you. Joined the Pioneer team trying to help my boy. It's my first project. You don't have much money. Should have spent any on a Oripathy medicine. If only I knew my son had heart trouble. It's no help for me, but him, he's still so little.
Don't worry, Dirk. I know a way. Here's the best heart surgeon I know. Take your son and find her.
The best surgeon in Traumouts? Must be awfully pricey.
She's an old classmate of mine. Tell her Dorothy Frank sent you, and she'll give you a discount.
Really? Don't tell anybody. It'd be bad for her reputation if word got out that she gives discounts. Don't tell a soul. Cross my heart. Oh, gotta go. Thank your friend for me. Why are you standing there? The coffee's getting cold. So much the better. It'll hurt less when I spill it on you. Are you worried about me or the coffee? You can smile and plead all you want, but I'm not lending you lunch money. Looks like it's plain rice for the rest of the month then. Because I get paid less than any other director of Rhine Lab! A director of Rhine Lab begging for food from a low-level researcher? Can you imagine the scandal? Originium Arts section is the poorest of the five, after all. I'm not Ferdinand. I don't have sponsors lined up waiting to dress me in gold from head to tail. And I have a very nice tail. At least the boss has good taste. I think our tail is mid.
Elena!
Jerboas don't lay eggs, but can Jerboas spit? That's what's important. Can Jerboas have bathwater? I mean, the plain rice can't be good for a... Actually, never mind. If it's well-cooked rice, then there's a lot of moisture in rice. When you cook rice, you put a lot of moisture in it. So that makes sense. Dorothy's a jerk. She's just sucking the moisture out of the rice. It's a great source of my water. Back on topic, it's not like I don't know that classmates you're talking about. She probably couldn't wait to double the fee when she heard your name. You're willing to pay anything for your pioneer friends. No wonder people take advantage of you. Ha ha ha. Laugh all you want. Not like I can do anything about it. I'm going back to my lab. Maybe finishing this experiment will help stuff her wallet a little. She did so much for you, and she pushed me into keeping it a secret. How could you do this to her? Dr. Urbica, you're Dorothy Frank's friend. You only see what she wants you to see. You don't know what terrible things she's hiding under the surface. You don't know. You don't see. You don't have the Dorothy's vision. Director Franks, my boy's surgery went great. The doctor says he'll be out of the hospital by next week. Fantastic. Would you like to go home and see him? Go home, back to the city. But home infected. Can't enter a nomadic city on my own. Unless you have a new contract that pays for the insurance. You're looking for a chance, Dirk. One that can change your destiny. Sign this consent form and you'll be able to go home. Of course, no rush. You have 24 hours to think about it. This isn't a trick. Nothing in the fine print. Okay, I've circled the important points. Make sure you understand the risks. And then come find me if you have any questions. Dirk, so what are you doing here? Did you sign up for? Give me the consent form. Why? No! Don't you get it? She's stuffing you into a cage to experiment on. So what? Director Frank says she's giving me a chance. When's the last... he's becoming less Australian and just becoming a different southern accent. Which I suppose is more fitting. So what? Director Frank says she's giving me a chance. When was the last time we heard that word? Chance. I don't need 24 hours. I won't wait another minute for a chance to see my boy. That's how she got Dirk. Not just Dirk, Alan, Gail, Sophia. She knew everyone's weaknesses. No one could say no to her. That's Dorothy Franks. She knew that they needed help and then tried to do the thing that she thought would help them. I hate her. What an asshole. Those silver creatures were her. The silver constructs there. You know nothing.
How much do the two of you know about our pursuers? One of you calls them creatures, the other one uses the word constructs. I'm certain I heard correctly. My people are renowned among Libri for our sense of hearing.
This is an interesting line, because this means that, the different species of animals among different races have different traits. Which you would assume, but we don't really have that talked about ever. We don't really have it talked about that Anthony being a tiger is naturally stronger than, I don't know, who's just I think Ferdinand's just a feline that's just like a cat. I mean, we know that in Babel as well. Do they talk about in Babel the difference in between? If it's about the Sarkaz, then it doesn't really count, because the Sarkaz are just straight up, different races. They're just grouped together. It's brought up a couple times? Okay. It's been a little while since I read Babel. Babel I read when it came out, and that one's been written down for the all events, for the all events ranked video for a while. My feelings on Babel. That's how I'm doing it, so I can not have the bias of recency. Is I just like the day after I finish an event, I write it out, and then I put like a tier. I'm not gonna tier list it necessarily, but I put like a tier so that I can tell what my thoughts were and read it, and then I can figure out the rankings from there. Yeah. Babel might mention that, but that's been a theory of mine for a while. And that theory was practically confirmed in Lone Trail by Loken being confused, or not Loken, Friston being confused about Kirsten's animal features. That that the ancients are artificially created, and my guess as to why, I don't know if that's going to be confirmed, was essentially we all know that the people of Terra are just naturally stronger than like people physically. So I assume, okay, the ancients are their animal people, super soldiers to fight the Sarkaz. Yeah, super soldier to fight super soldier. Was mentioned all the time for them race survey. Sorry, destructive instinct. Well, that's a Weaver thing. Rod Jack, that's just a Weaver thing. If it was specifically, sorry, that's what, my people are renowned among Liberi. That's the part I'm saying. Among Liberi. So among other Liberi, people are renowned. Owl people specifically are treated differently as whatever the hell Elena is. That's what I'm saying is rare that we get brought up. Differences among the races we get talked about. Like, in fucking Dos Soles, Chen mentions Karanta being good in races. Good long-distance races. Ursus get drunk on honey, but what kind? If it was like specifically brown bear Ursus get drunk off honey, that's what I'd be saying, Laffy. That's what I'm saying. We rarely see that much specification. If Dorothy was obsessed with salads, specifically as a Roingus. I'm just guessing.
Same here. At least you agree on something. Never mind that. No matter what you think of Dorothy, at this moment she's helping us escape. Let's follow instructions for now. Maybe her pursuers on the other hand at the end of the corridor will help you collect your thoughts.
This smell is familiar. Ah, the Baja Blast Pie. One of my all-time favorites from the Bell. Too bad there's still work to be done. I miss the sensation of alcohol rushing through my body. And the Baja Blast Pie. Why'd they get rid of it? I've heard your special drink is machine oil. You're listening to Blaze, huh? She's always complaining about all the rumors there are about her, and complaining that I take things too rough in her weapon test sessions. Machine oil is the name of my favorite cocktail. Regular patrons of Just One More Pint know it well. Have you found your man, Zarya? He spends 20 hours a day here. 2 Trimount Sunshines, please. You don't look like someone who drinks during work hours. I'm not. I've never been one to let alcohol interfere with my brain regardless of the hour. Live a little, Zarya. Both of these are yours. You better pull yourself together because I'm not buying a third. What, have you gone homeless too after leaving Ryan? How many drinks I'm willing to buy for you depends on how much your information is worth for me. And no, I'm not living in my car right now. Let's spit it out. What do you want to know?
See the liquid in this test tube? It's not for drinking.
Well then why you fucking asking me?
Show me your right hand.
What are you doing?
You're right-handed, but you're holding the glass with your left. Does your right arm still hurt from the subdermal arts unit implant?
The what? Sorry, who's the helmet and the hood? Ryan Engineering? Volvor Kaczynski? Maybe one of those places who we named who dare not speak? The stinky people? They changed their minds? Decided to shut me up forever? I promise you I have nothing to do with any of the organizations you mentioned. Not now, not ever. Promise, man. Words like that ain't even worth a booze in front of me. No. Doctor, he may not be willing to talk with us here. It's you I don't trust, especially with that getup. You reek of the Colombian Secoli. You know what I mean. The hood one can stay. You're chill. You're cool.
Why don't you take a break, Mechanist?
Alright, I'll be over there. Sorry, you picked up so many times with me. Let me give you some honest advice. Don't dig any deeper if you don't want to end up like me. This test to be yours, apparently. You're biting off more than you can chew. Yes, more than even you can chew. And you got a strong mouth. I've seen your mewing. You got a jawline.
You understand what it is you've just said?
Of course, it was you who reminded me. I'm not senile yet.
It's a very serious accusation.
Is it now? An accusation? Oh, the accusation that you have something to do with Muzi's disappearance. Or the one that you're trying to seize control of Readalong.
Need stronger evidence than that to blackmail me.
Relax, old friend. How long have we worked together? 10 years and then some. You think I was the type to come chat with an old friend carrying a bunch of papers, voice recordings, and legal drafts? You. Just because you did it doesn't mean I intend to return the favor. Some means like to put everything on the negotiating table, but you forget I'm a cunning old Lythanian goat who likes to play dumb and racist. What exactly do you want? Just passing by to encourage an old friend.
I don't understand. I thought you were on control side.
You don't understand? Well, researchers, after all. There's always more we don't understand than we do. It's part of the fun. You're not like Kirsten. Too young, too smart, always trying to fly high. Not realizing how difficult it is for the others to give up with you. All I want is to be left in peace to do my research, not be dragged along the ground.
Let's go call this accusation labs. We got accusation lab and freak lab. We got many alternate Rhine lab titles.
May take only a couple of years if you're administration for the military and big capital to pick Rhine lab to the bone. But it won't happen tomorrow.
I'm surprised you have such a high opinion of me.
I need to deal with the Director of Defense first, however, in order to get to Kirsten.
I didn't think defense had a director.
Look at you, your memory failing at such a tender age. And Kirsten never accepted Saria's resignation.
She definitely gets to make that decision.
And Saria just leaving definitely doesn't mean anything.
I never understood how you think either, Zaria. No one talks about that ever since everything went down. And look, my old employer. They all chose to cut ties about how much or how little they knew about the experiments. That's what smart people do. Does that mean you're not smart? Tongue's still sharp as ever. I would run if I could, they won't let me. You asked if my right hand hurts? Of course it does. Did you think they would let me live this long if I didn't give up my hand to become a test subject? I was the goddamn surgeon, even if I had no idea what they wanted me to implant. Still capable of anger, I see. Looks like the alcohol hasn't completely numbed you. You've changed, Saria. I can see you were angry when you first came to me a few years ago. No? You weren't exactly wearing it on your face, but I could see it. Oh, I felt the same way. When I learned what kind of experiments I was involved in. There are other ways you want to take down Rhine Lab. One of the founders. Anybody after Rhine will be queuing up to take your hand. Taking down Rhine won't solve anything. Kill one beast only for its flesh and blood to feed yet more beasts. The fall of Loken water tank is proof.
Excuses, you a pussy-ass bitch! You've gone all over the place for Rhine. You're opposed to them on the surface, but you're actually cleaning up their messes. When I saw you, I knew the rumors were true. You were willing to go to jail for Rhine Lab.
The Mansfield incident? Not the smartest thing to deal in rumors.
The fall of Vibro was a headache for the Director of Energy, wasn't it? The loss of a key supplier threw a wrench into his request for a new laboratory site. He lost a few major orders, didn't he? It was a setback to whatever experiments he had going.
How the fuck does Hydro fall? By the way, just like instantly. Yeah, Anthony gets out, but he's poor and broke and was in prison for the last like fucking decade. How the fuck does he just instantly like win and Hydro just is instantly fucked? That makes no sense. I criticized that when I was like going through when I was doing fucking Mansfield Break, because the plan doesn't make sense. Because what the fuck is he realistically gonna do? They're the ones with all the money. They're the ones with all the resources. They're the ones with all the people, the manpower. They're just gonna kill him, or just keep him poor in the backwater. Fuck with him. How the fuck do they just fall immediately? That makes no sense. That's a bit of a plot hole. I guess it makes the events of Mansfield Break more relevant, but like... Yeah, like it's kind of crazy. It wasn't me who sent the Hyde brothers to jail.
You played a big part. I know the rules. The Hyde brothers locked up the prosecutors. No doubt wanted them to use them to hook bigger fins. Why is there no mention of Ryan Lab in the news? Why does Ryan always emerge unscathed from these things? The truth is, you're following the trail, cleaning up all Ryan's little mistakes along the way. That's why you came looking for me. You want to know whether or not Ryan had anything to do with this reagent. Deep down, you're still Ryan's director of defense. You think it's your job to pick up after them. There's something in Ryan that you can't let go of, or maybe it's someone, some sentiment. Like, you do have emotions after all, Saria. At the end of the day, we're all flesh and blood.
The subject's out of control. Restraints have failed. Oh, not getting any neural signals. Attempting sedative injection. Negative.
The subject's activating originium arts. A monster! This huge monster of flames! Ah!
Fire! The fire! Everett, where are you? Everett! Saria! What?
She felt no heat in the fiery corridor. The eyes of the Weaver were harder than rock, colder than steel. She could not read the emotion within them. This day she does not know what she saw in the Weaver's eyes.
You okay, Doc Silence?
Aye.
You gotta be tired. Taking care of Doc more than the rest of us. And wicked sorry acting like that and almost got you hurt. Rose Island ain't. It's like Ryan Lab. You and Gray have been good to us, so good to us. You never asked for nothing for it.
Is this true? I'm no saint, Sonny. I was a Ryan Lab researcher. My experience almost wiped out an entire city block, countless people along with it. Huh? It was this girl. She was close to me, almost like family. He was the subject of the experiment. What happened? What happened to what happened to her? She's still alive, but only alive. All these years I've tried and failed to give her back the life she should have had, a normal life. I can't stop the situation. I couldn't stop the situation from deteriorating.
Don't blame yourself. I'm sure you never meant to hurt her.
Ha ha ha. Funny, that's how I comforted myself in the past. I don't know. It was others who were truly to blame. But was that really so? As the observer in the field, did I really not know the risks? The answer is clear. Either I was blind or I can't promise. I was far less of a researcher than I thought I was. That's harder to do than hate someone. The only one I could not truly forgive was...
I never knew your story.
It's more than just a story. It's why I came here.
Weren't you trying to save your friend?
Of course, I have to save Joyce. But I want to save you and Elena and Director Franks. I want to stop all this. We'll get to the point of no return.
You believe him? You believe me?
Like I said, I believe in the truth and what I see for myself. And I recall that I've seen something like it. The silver thing's following us. They look like the result of Originium Arts gone awry. Or gone way too right.
By the way, I heard Ben bring you up. It should be on your desk right now. Ben? You forgot again. You told him to have tea with me. You talk so much and you're gonna drink my entire stash. I don't remember you owing me anything. Oh, that wasn't what you said when I just completed my chimeric organism experiments. Diabolic experiments. Glad you remember. My student using a anesthetic of her own design in the final phase. The shocking result. Silence was such a smart girl, and she had such a funny, stupid voice. I miss her. The project was suspended and reviewed the data logs and found that it was no coincidence. What data? The only one who digs through the trash. I mean, Logan water tank. Those data were... Let's not dwell on clerical matters, shall we? Logan Williams was a genius. Reviewing his data made me realize that I was taking the long way around. I was trying to increase the subject's cell activity in order to increase the sync rate with the energy contained within the embed shards. Who would have thought that suppressing the subject's neural responses would be the way to go? Suppress? I made some small changes to your formula based on this conjecture. I hope you'll forgive the initiative. You're a sly one, old goat. Why the irritation? I simply offered a gift before you asked for it. It's really so disappointing to lose a weapon against me. It better be of use to my experiments. I promise you'll like it. Oh, and if you're successful, could you pick up the tab and 10 boxes of black BT that Wednesday owes me? I would have won the bet if not for my formula. I would have straight roinged my shit.
That's what Parvis would be. Parvis is like a notable figure, and I think also had somewhat of an educator role to Silence. She calls him Professor Parvis. Rod Jack. So I think it's like there was this like she'd heard all of like the ideals of these things, and like she thought they were reflected, and that's why she, you know, kind of had like faith in everything in Parvis. She thought, oh, we're looking to cure Erypathy with this all. Oh, even if it hurts Ifrit, if this succeeds, we might be able to cure the Erypathy, when in reality it was, military want us to make child go boom.
Back on topic, the reagent.
I was sniffing you took it out. It's the exact same spell. It's ghosts the ones who died on my operating table back to haunt me. Thicker and more numerous.
Who?
Who you asked? Who salvaged the most ruins of Loken water tank? Time to go home, Zarya.
Ryan Lab.
So you knew the answer all along? You already met the Tin Man, he helped you find me. Who was the main sponsor for the diabolic experiments? Who was Loken water tank's investor? Who had the means to hire multiple labs engaged in similar experiments at the same time? How irresponsible did the order have to be to make those labs put their petty patent feuds aside to sit down to share data? And whose hands did the surviving subjects pass through before they were sent out of Columbia? Do you mean?
Looks like a pretty lively conversation. I hope I didn't miss too much. Ooh. We don't know you. Really? How sad. One siesta and iced tea, please, for this gentleman. I'm gonna jerk him off after this. What's the matter? He's shivering. Must be the air conditioning in the bar. Have another drink, it'll warm you up. Oh.
No.
Oh, I forgot. Your tastes have changed. Your favorite drink was siesta and iced tea back when you could still hold a scalpel. Strong enough to make you forget Loken Williams' abuse. Now he has 122 years left on his prison term, while you're free.
Free? Talking me about free? I've been uploading my biometric data on a monthly basis, just like you told me.
Shh. Let's not talk about work here. We come to the bar to relax, don't we? Where the fuck is the Baja Blast pie? Would you rather drink with these two? One whose face shows no expression, the other whose face can't be seen at all, than with your old friend.
Old friend, that's rich. I'm tired of you jerking me off. I tell you what, the reason I become this, it's all because
here's to freedom.
You left me no choice, Zarya. You're on your own. And picks up the glass and gulps down its contents. He stares into space with a particular expression. It's hard to say whether it's one of anger, one of despair. A moment later, he falls from his chair. It's like spasm as though shocked by electricity, while his left hand grasps his right arm. His fingers dig deep into his own flesh, as though trying to rip out the electronics that have caused him so much grief, along with his past sins.
Oh my god! Oh my god, what happened to him? Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! Is he sick? Epilepsy. Blood tests show abnormal chemical composition. The injection I gave him will help. He'll live. That drink. There's half a glass left. I'm not the type to waste. You drank the rest? As you just saw. Still don't get it? Check out your friend's teeth. Second molar on the left. False tooth? He did one final operation on himself before he left Loken water tank. He knew it all along. I should have removed the variable myself. One tooth wouldn't have affected his work. But I didn't. I believe we in Columbia should have the freedom to embrace death. Doctor, take the patient and give us some space. On it! We have a problem, then we need to deal with it. The problem is this hoe.
Fucking hating on sorry, it's kind of real, for real.
Fucking Zarya, dumbass bitch. Sir, the new test results are out. Whoa! Let's hope it justifies this commotion. 67%? We tried our best. What about the retests? Here they are. Give me all the numbers. Yes, sir. Sir? I'll be damned, that old goat wasn't playing. It's all up to Holiak now. She better take care of Zarya.
I'm honored the former head of Ryan Lab's defense section thinks I'm a problem. Do you want to discipline me? This problem? Who are you? We've never met, Director Sarian, but I've heard of you. One of the co-founders of Ryan Lab, graduate of the TM Institute of Technology, who left academia after earning her PhD in biomedical engineering to become the head of the defense section. I've been associated with Ryan Lab with Kirsten Wright, but few have heard of you. Have you ever resented that? After all these years,
That's unnecessary. I made my choice and I took up my duty, although giving up that bomb-ass pussy was tough.
I know. You think yourself a firefighter, but what you really love is the feeling of charging into a fire, am I right? You like fighting. Doesn't mean you're a warrior, you have no thirst for challenge and destruction. That's why you never fit in with the scientific community. 5 years ago, you received a grafted plant from Willsies who taught the vines to dance. You accepted the gift. Thereafter, you were in your office by 7 every morning trimming the sprouts that had grown overeager. You've been spying on Ryan Lab? Maybe I just heard some office gossip. Or I put a nanny cam in it that was not obvious at all. And maybe you missed the part where Millsy has turned the office of 3 directors into Sargon rainforest. Or how much trouble it caused defense. Well then, how much trouble did the diabolic business cause you? For all the garbage you've talked, there's one thing you got right. I don't shy away from a fight. Sounds of fighting. Oh. Beautiful arts. Did you use that trick against Control? Oh, that's hot. You're too curious for a mercenary, and way too annoying. Voice of him from Power Girls accurate. Bop, 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 bop. Hey, they're fighting! Are they drunk? Who needs a... Where's a bouncer when you need one? Are you the bouncer? Get him out of there! Sorry, I'm just the mechanist. Hitting the road would be the smart choice here. Shit, the ceiling's coming down! Go, go, go! You okay, Doctor? I'm fine. I'm sorry, I'm mechanist. So eager to stop the fight. Why would you stay a while longer? There are many in Columbia who could take a hit from you and stay standing. With skills like ours, there aren't many who could afford your fee. This doesn't have much to do with Volvort Kaczynski, and your style isn't military. You're eager to kill the trail of the silver reagent. Control? Your employer could be Ferdinand. Or it could be Control. Even now, you still won't turn your suspicion towards her? I bet she likes it when I eat her pussy more. Too many questions to let you go. Like, does she really? Does she? Does Kristen still like me? Does she still like me? Saria takes note of her position and that of her colleague. The enemy's path of retreat is cut off. Don't need to drag this out. She only starts without hesitation. The enamel wall appears out of thin air and Saria takes aim at Holy X vitals. Looks like the time for talk is over. You're not dodging. Don't need to. I'm not in the habit of taking long shots. I prefer my wieners small. Sorry, his fingers should have found her opponent's abdomen, but she does not feel the warm touch of soft flesh. No sign of pain on Holyok's face. She leans forward, her lips nearly touching Saria's ear. Believe it or not, Saria, I just wanted to chat. I'm curious about you. Curious about Rhinelab. You hurt my friend the moment you showed up. It doesn't exactly put me in a chatting mood. I had a job to do after all. One last parting word for you. Don't be too eager to make an enemy of me. Don't be too eager to make an enemy of anyone. She got away? Why is there a hole in the wall? That was me. Did her arts misdirect you? With some technique, but not Originium arts. Changed the air composition around her, interfering with my arts and causing my attack to miss its target. Never seen anything like that before. Willsie's disappearance may be her work too. Doctor, I propose we go after her. Whether it's the intel she has access to or the strange techniques she uses. Sleepery is extremely dangerous. And she looks stupid and was drawn by an inferior artist to most Arknights characters. Really? Lex Luthor? That's actually just sexual harassment. Yeah. I don't think this is very legal what Holyak's doing. Officer, where are you going? I didn't know I had to repeat my every move to you. I didn't know I had to report my every move to you. Or I could show you took the key to a vehicle. Just borrowing an asset. By all means, report it to your miserable director. Officer, what is it? I don't have all day. Mary Banner, you grew up in the town of Steelham, north of Tri-Mount. Sonny Romano was your neighbor and middle school classmate. You've been investigating me? I was registered as an infected 4 years ago. He ended his internship at a law firm and returned to Steelham. His insurance payment stopped 6 months later. His name resurfaced on the crew manifest for this pioneer team 3 years and 17 days later. Where was he during that time? How would I know? Preventing problems before they occur is part of our job. If you thought you could scare me by rattling off some old records, think again. It took me 5 years to get where I am now. Do you think I don't know how to deal with some corporate worms? I've never doubted your ability, and don't make me feed you the tush beast. Maybe you don't believe it, but I just wanted to give you some friendly advice. You remind me of my former supervisor at times. I had a lot of respect for her, but she allowed her personal sentiments to destroy her future. I don't want to see you repeat her mistakes. Huh, sentiments? Maybe this could save some people, but it can't save one out to get herself killed.
This is an emergency communication. Paging Dr. Clooney. We got ourselves a straight up situation here.
Log 17. Location, Zone 9 corridor. No change observed in target's position from the previous log. Base particle structure stable. Still no signal. Can't get anything out. We can't tolerate any more delays. This plan needs adjustment. I think this reports to the boss once we have comms back.
Elena? What are you doing here?
I just wanted to move a little, catch my breath.
I understand that you harbor certain feelings toward the Pioneers, but it's better to stick together. The last attack was 10 minutes ago, not far from here. Getting separated would be dangerous. Those things appear again.
Alright, I'll go back.
One thing, before you do, don't you have anything to say to me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Pioneers are not in the most stable condition. Angering them will put Joyce in danger. I understand why you didn't want to tell the truth in front of them, but it's just the two of us here.
Wanted to ask about the experiments? You're not a project member. You'll need to request permission from the company.
Stop dodging the question. I know you're hiding a lot from me. I'm not angry. We're friends and we're colleagues. My lab has strict rules on confidentiality, and all of us are used to hiding their opinions. Rules or no rules.
Olivia, You're not doing it on purpose. I know.
How could I not? There are many infected in the company. When you first came and greeted me at lunch, an energy section calling pulled you aside and whispered to you that I was infected. You visited with me anyway.
I don't care about those stones on your body. Who doesn't have a flaw or two? But the gossiping behind your back at the very least. Even afterwards, I never cared about the stones in my own body.
That's the only Arabic I know. You knew something was not right with the experiments here. You knew what those silver things were. They're endangering our lives and those of many innocents outside. The only I know would not let something like this happen. What made you keep quiet? Did Ferdinand?
Olivia, this is my job. Just like Helen and so many other researchers who work for RANLab. This is where my dreams can come true. You said you were once thankful to direct the private on RANLab,
Recite the star chart. I don't want...
Recite the star!
Recite the star chart? I don't want to see your physics test scores, full marks or 0. They don't matter. You're an Urbica. Studying such useless things insults the name. You disappoint me, Destiny.
This is all you have to show for a month's work? You have talent, but neither does anyone else. And you have talent, but I don't think this is what this is meant to mean. Because this makes no sense. It would just be like, but so does everyone else. Like, you have talent, but like, that doesn't differentiate you. Emperor's not a real bird, he's a beast lord. Oh, I only know Jace. Jace? This bird is best bird is Joyce. I think you mean Jace. Oh my god, it is Jace. Best bird is second best bird. What? Oh yeah, you know what, chat? What is the best bird? Fucking pull up Arknights wiki library. Let's see. Who is the best bird? Who's the best bird? Let's see. Let's settle this. Let's settle this. Oh my god, that's a lot of birds. I mean, realistically, if we're all realistic, I mean, I am partial to the stupid one. I'm partial to the stupid one. I'm partial to the stupid one. And I do also like Fiametta a lot. I think these are your two best birds. Are there any really good bird NPCs? Enam's cool. Body's pretty cool. You're a bird? Yeah, if you're looking over the birds, I think it's definitely, if we're talking best birds, I think we definitely gotta go. Irene's also up there, but I think I gotta go with the stupid one, the angry one, and the racist one. I mean, I like really smart though. I mean, she is smart, but she's also stupid. Well, female Cheetah Radiant has... I'm not a huge fan of Radiant, honestly. I don't care about Radiant. I don't understand why Radiant was so popular. You have determination, but it's yet to be tested. You're diligent, but there's no direction to guide your hard work. The world's waiting for you to change it. Every chance you waste is a potentially massive loss for yourself and the area you're living in. I chose you from thousands of candidates. Better not prove me wrong.
Ferdinand is the goal I strive for.
What did he promise you? Your own project to help direct the France family experiment? Or...
Olivia, you're like my sister. Treated me like a little kid sitting around waiting for candy. I know you have a lot of misconceptions about Director Clooney. Your investigations over the years have caused him a lot of trouble. But none of that matters. It's not my place to defend him. But he could have refused Rhode Island's intervention, and yours. He wants to change Rhine Lab, change Columbia, and I believe all he needs is a chance.
You trust Ferdinand that much? Did you know that Rhine is bad? It's bad, I swear! Who's there?
Did those things catch up to us?
It's the Pioneer team. Stay back. The captain was right. We're just lab beasts to you. You've got it all wrong. Still trying to kick us? I won't fall for that again. Everything you did for us, it's all fake. Calm down. Myers, was it? Myers, if you won't listen to us, maybe you'll listen to Sonny. I don't want to die here. There's no end to this damn corridor. It bears down on you and chokes you out. It's like the walls on the infected containment zones. Let's go, please. I'm begging you. I'll kill her if you don't. I'll kill Jace. Take that, Victor.
Kestrel's cool? That is true. Kestrel's cool.
Jace.
How could this be? No, let Jace go. Don't hurt her. That's my favorite.
The tracks show she passed through here.
Can you tell which way she went?
The alley up ahead.
Let's go. Wait! Did you learn anything, Doctor? Did we win the fight? Did we win that fight? I'm not concerned about the outcome of a single battle.
I get what the doctor's saying. That Libra isn't strong enough to beat us, but she's not so weak that she couldn't hold out for a few minutes.
She could have gotten away before Mechanist arrived. She was waiting for Mechanist and I to arrive. She's luring us into the alley.
Should we still go?
Yeah! Fuck yeah!
We're ready.
On it. They'll be coming, right? I know, Saria. She'll come, even if she knows it's exactly what I want. I'm still a little uneasy. That power armor, are you sure we don't need permission from Ferdinand? We could always go to Plan A if you want.
I mean, never mind. I forget I said anything.
This is a test. Our employer wants to see our results. I hear footsteps. Alert the recon team. Begin the operation. What about us? We're out. I've decided that I don't actually want to eat out that pussy.
Oh damn, it's crazy time. Alright, but while it's crazy, I have to take another piss, chat. I've drank so much water. I have just been consuming. I gotta take one more piss. So you know what? Let's set another poll. Best bird. Yameta. Irene. Magellan. Let's see how good. Let's see how good chat's takes here are. All right, now I'm off to piss again. Alrighty then. We got more drinks. And we've pissed. That's huge.
Arato's also really good one. That's true. Arato's a good one. Arato's a good bird.
You know what? Even if I disagree with this conclusion, based, there's Fiametta and Magellan voters. Incredibly based. Ugh. The cramped space is filled with black. It blocks out light, air, and sound. The mouth cannot scream. The scorching heat of Originium blocks the windpipe, preventing even a whisper from escaping. There is no fighting. Cold hard steel clamps down on the limbs, preventing any attempt at movement. Never mind resistance. If only tears would flow from the eyes. Mother always said the tears were powerful weapons. But the eyes are not cooperating. They've seen— oh wait, this is Mumu. They've seen too many mountains fall and too many rivers dry up over the centuries. They've seen too many loved ones die. They become dry like the land after a nomadic city has passed through. I do like that Mumu, you know, most of the time when it's like, oh yeah, Elf lived a long time, everyone wants to write them as like emotionally muted. Whereas like, Mumu just like still cares about a bunch of things, even if it burns her repeatedly. Which I do think is nice and more engaging. All 6 power armors disabled. Is that the last one? Looks like it. We were delayed 13 minutes. Wait, scans show a 7th. It's headed your way, Doctor. I'll take care of it. You did not see how Saria moved. All you know is she was standing in front of you before you knew it. You know she never carries a Rhine-made shield on the streets of Columbia. She turns herself into a shield. The enamel barrier growing from her crossed forearms blocks the power armor's attack. Pest. You hear Saria mutter under her breath. And from inside you hear, "What the fuck? I'm not a pest!" Have you thought about me yet today, or do I have to be even more annoying? Yeah, man, Irene. Wow, you hate Irene? Laffy just hates Irene? Wow. That's not nice. You should only hate characters that I don't like. Then we agree on what to hate. Then it's based. You hear Saria mutter under her breath. Stultifera Novice is where she's at her best, I will say. Having read the whole like Abyssal Hunter storyline and Irene's whole thing, which is within it, Stultifera Novice is not only easily where Irene's at her best, I think it's easily the best of all of them. It's how she views such rogue Colombian technology. Her expression tells you what her next move is. Saria wastes no time dealing with pests. Her hand closes upon the chest of the power armor where a dark hole would soon appear. Power armor would be destroyed, or more aptly, die. A thought comes to your mind. Saria, no! She may or may not have heard more than the first syllable, but she does in fact stop. This results of trust you've accumulated over the course of many battles. This only scrapes the core, for the shockwave is enough to shatter the power armor's outer shell. You see something amidst the flying metal shards that looks different. It looks like strands of hair. Doctor, look out! It's... The power armor tips over. As it further disintegrates, you see more hair, then a speck of skin, then an eye. The eye is looking at you. You see many emotions flash across it: anger, fear, bewilderment. As the shell falls away completely, you realize it's begging for help. You extend your hand. Hello, Millsies. What's up? What's happening, Myers? Oh, I don't know, sir. Let Doc Moore go. Doc, I can't. Just obeying a direct order. Oh, why are you on that side, sir? You say we need to hide our hearts and do what we had to do? Didn't you say we were just the test subjects? This was all your idea. I like Doc Moore. I never thought you'd be the one to turn against me first. Sam, maybe, or somebody else. Myers, you always listen to me. To a fault, you said. No, listen to my boss at the plant and ended up with neuropathy. I started listening to you when I got here. You're all smart, got an education. Figured I couldn't go wrong listening to you. But now, we're all gonna die. The White Coats are gonna kill us, sonny. They think they got it all under control. Search her if you don't believe me. I'm damn sure she's got a voice recorder on her. She's here to log us and the Silver Monsters.
Dr. Urbica, if you know a way out of this, it's time to get talking.
Elena!
Olivia, I may not have told you the details of the experiment, but I'll never lie to you. I never lied to you either, Sonny Myers. I don't know how to deal with them. I studied them and recorded their behavior because I wanted to solve the problem we're facing. Like I said, it's part of my job. I think I'm telling the truth, Myers. Would you give Joyce back to us?
Would you give Joyce back to us? Please?
Oh, shut the fuck up, bitch. I don't fucking believe you. The Pioneer stares at Talops and suddenly raises his hand. It's a mute cry. Drone rams at the Pioneer, something as fast as will. All I did was take something from Talops' hand. It was the treatment band that he put on her only a few hours ago. What have I done? Doc Moore, you regret it, huh? Kindness you showed me? Someone like me doesn't deserve kindness. The doctor returns to the Cyber Friends, still quiet, beautiful, pristine. There's no way out. This lab is a tomb built specifically for them. No hope. The band is like a handcuff the company has shackled them with. I'll never find freedom unless. Pioneer stuffs the metal wristband into his mouth. Myers, sir, what are you doing? Spit it out now. Come on. What are you doing? You gonna die? I don't know if this map has a theme. The fucking Minecraft? Seems like it's just everything over time. It feels like I'm seeing the same bits that's sometimes repeated.
The band!
It contains multiple doses of painkillers. His heart can't possibly take it. It'll kill him. I've seen girls swallow these. Yeah, they're all dead. The dead of the lucky one. The dead of the lucky ones. Spit it out, you damn you! Hold his jaw. Sock him in the stomach, Sam. One more time. I'll see the treatment brand. See the treatment band. Olivia, let's help. Olivia?
Joyce!
Program start. She's awake? It's so dark. Why is it so dark outside? Dark, but all of the lights are on. Joyce, are your eyes okay? Light. Light. Need light. Warmth. Forward. Fearless. Can you hit us?
She can't.
What's going on?
I don't know, but none of that sounds like Joyce.
Her condition?
I know her. She's never sounded like this, before or after the operation.
You're right.
You're surprised. You don't know what's happening to her. That means the situation has long gone out of your control. Elena, it's time to talk about these experiments.
Did Dorothy... I don't want to see anyone get hurt because of our work, especially not Joyce. Maybe you're right. We should have worked together to solve the problem. It's okay, Elena. No need to hesitate anymore. I invited all of you here. You have the right to know the truth. Both Dr. Silence and my Pioneer friends. You were spying on us? I was concerned. Someone needs to close the doors while you stop to talk. You stop the silver monsters. Don't call them that, Sonny. They can hear you. Because that's not unnerving and disturbing at all to hear. Another mystery of the universe. Elena, my dear assistant, there's one more thing I require of you. Bring them to me. What you don't feel comfortable explaining, I can. And you know my lab is the safest.
No hostiles left outside. They all follow Mr. Sunny and Dr. Silence. Oh, communications are still out. Looks like jamming across all standard frequencies. Mechanist might have been able to do something about it. Who's there? Mr. Sunny? Freeze! That voice! Miss Mary? Looks like you've got a decent memory. Why? Why are you here? Where is he? He? You mean Sunny? Tell him to show himself and stop hiding behind a child like a coward. I'm a grown man. Just barely. Out with it, boy. Where are they? Oh, the Pioneers are in a building nearby. Do you know your ears twitch when you're embarrassed? Uh-huh. Just kidding. But you're a little too trusting, aren't you? This will go a lot easier if you tell me everything you know. Otherwise, since you're the one who fixed the power supply, I can arrest you for obstruction of justice. If I can't catch the real perp, I guess you'll have to do. Oh, please don't. I don't want to cause any trouble for the doctor. Then what are you waiting for? Start talking. I'm not sure if you'll believe me. We were attacked by a bunch of silver shapeshifters, the likes of which we never seen before. So she's inside. Yes, this is Dorothy's lab, and the heart of the complex. You sure? What's the matter, Sonny? What's the matter, Sonny? Nothing. It's wicked stressful getting so close to the truth. Remember what I said, Sam. Be ready. Yeah, all right? Yes, sir.
every Pioneer team member is Australian. Like, a lot of immigrants from Rimbilliton ending up here. Ugh. Of course. Of course.
Elena!
Huh?
Something feels off with the Pioneers.
But we've come this far. You convinced me that we're here to sail the same problem, Olivia.
I'm not so sure anymore.
Clock's ticking, Doctor.
Same here. Come in, please.
Elena's hand never touched the scanner, but the doors to the lab open to the true master of the house.
Hello, everyone. I'm the director of REREADS Originium Art Section and the overseer of Test Site 359. Welcome all to my laboratory.
ROINGUS! Let's go! ROINGUS, 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 ROINGUS. Yeah! Let's fucking go! Let's go, gamers! ROINGUS time!
So we're here at last. Sam, get her!
Oh, what the fuck?
Wilsies.
Never expected to see you here. Sorry. Sorry?
I would have killed you if the doctor didn't warn me. Is that what the enemy wanted? They want you to murder your former colleague?
Not necessarily.
It wasn't just because of the doctor that stayed my hand.
She said don't to be too eager to make an enemy of anyone. She was alluding to Wilsies. Or simply being stupid.
That would explain her behavior. She wanted us to find her. One wrong move, we might have killed Wilsies. Alright, I get it. She doesn't care if Wilsies lives or dies.
She's treating this as a test. A test of the power armor technology, and a test to see how Rose Island and I react. Every word she said in the bar was calculated to probe my response. Ugh!
Feeling better, Wilsies?
You were injected with a sedative a few hours ago. Did you regain consciousness by the time we saw you in the power armor? Nausea and numbness that you feel are mainly lingering effects of hypoxia and extreme stress.
Patched you up a little, but it'll take you another half hour or so to fully recover. Stop! Stop! I was gonna snooze at school in the morning. Have a great roaring sesh. This is so sad. Me and Sonny only think it was the Nissan car. I just think of a fucking like old man talking like, "Oh, Sonny, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what we see here, Sonny. We see a lot of roingas."
Stop. Stop who?
Gonna put you in the power armor, the Libri?
No!
Oblivion sweating from her brow on the back of her hand. She grabs your hand and the drops of sweat rise in the air, splashing across your clothing. The stain quickly spreads to form a message. It's not the name of the Libri nor of Ferdinand. 359? Site 359. Damn, it's serious time. Not often I see you here.
You did give me a temporary work permit, didn't you? Bibliology consultant. What's a tech firm like Ryan need with that? You're in a good mood. I take it your experiments are going well. Am I gonna get fucked?
I'll talk about my experiments right now. 10 minutes. Man like me only gets 10 minutes to himself a day. I can spend it on a video call with the children or dinner with Elena and the others, but I prefer to spend it doing nothing but standing here watching.
It's just an ordinary street out there.
Yes, it's everything. I was retired after a long day of work. Why is there no sign of dejection on their faces? Why are their steps so springy? Because they have a chance. They believe their hard work has given them a chance at better lives for them and their families.
Just like those pioneers outside the city?
Yes, them too. Trimounts, city of 3 burden beasts. 3 burden beasts carried 7 pioneers to build the first settlement on this soil. Now, look at the streets below. Oh, tri-mounts, because they had 3 mounts. Okay. I never really bothered to fucking put that together before. The pioneers and their descendants bring a constant stream of vitality to this place. No other country can claim to rival Columbia's enterprising spirit. Our country's vast prosperity has given people confidence, which in turn feeds into our vitality. This Coventry keeps advancing, so are the lives of everyone across all lands. I know what you think of me. You, Tristan, Saria. You call me an opportunist.
It takes a smart man to take a chance when he comes across it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. Alright, Laffy. I see. Okay, the Minecraft parkour is not up to standard. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Y'all want to talk like that? You want to talk like that? We're gonna go back to fucking. We're gonna go back to fucking GTA 5 racing. If you want that, that's gonna be our new ADHD video. You're not satisfied with the Minecraft? You can enjoy the mega ramp. I can't deny that I'd rather be up here than down there, but I've earned the chances I've been given. My project's generated wealth, which fed into the next project and driven technological progress. We stand on the cutting edge, leading Terra into a new age. They'll build monuments and our names will be immortalized upon them. Our victory belongs to each and every trailblazer. My 10 minutes are almost up. You didn't give me any time to talk. I know what you came for, Holiak. Oh, I forgive you. Kirsten, Wilsey, Saria, Parvis, and you. I'm not wasting my time trying to guess your petty little thoughts. Dorothy's experiments are one step away from success. All I care about is the final result. And there's no possible way she stops. Sonny, Dorothy says we're safe here. Why do you have your crossbows out? Safe? You're not stupid, Doctor. The biggest danger's right there. Dorothy, I thought you were willing to hear us out. I'm sorry. Out of the way. You and the other docs. We're not here for you. But we've been tricked, Elena. Stopping the attack on Joyce was just a show. He showed us his anger, his hesitation, and his bottom line. All aside one thing. He was always prepared to commit a crime. I didn't think it'd be Myers, though part of making you trust me, especially Dr. Urbic. I was gonna make Sam play the bad guy, but that's all behind us now. We're here, right at the source. Me? You planned the kidnapping and came all the way here to kill me? May I ask why? A voice so soft it could melt the hardest heart. Watery eyes open slightly wide, filled with innocence, surprise, even hurt, as though it was those who picked up arms to defend themselves who should be reproached. Why? You can still ask why? I saw the whole of it all. The monsters you made stalking us, how you fed them the blood of my friends, you evil. There are no monsters. Those are byproducts of the experiments made of a special material that's sensitive to neural signals. No, Elena, he's not making blind. Sorry, that's not the right silence voice. No, Elena, he's not making my blind guess. It really does seem like he's seen those silver things before. My ROINGUS is just trying to be chill, and all these people are hating. So many haters. Yeah, 3 days ago I snuck into the lab complex to find you. I want to ask if I could volunteer to be a test subject. Sir, did you say it was too risky? That the corpse could be lying to us? Risky? Sorry, Sam. I was the one lying. But I want to fix my mistakes. Listen, everybody, I saw the silver monsters taking shape around her that night. She talked to them like they were pits. Dorothy Franks is the one behind all this. Yeah, everybody knows I'm the one who's like behind this. This is my experiments. Duh. You find it hard to accept what I'm telling you? Can't say I'm into sci-fi. And maybe you could take a look at this letter. Letter? It's just Sonny gave it to me. He might have known he'd be in danger. He said to me, and I quote, "Give this letter to Mary Banner if anything happens to me." Sure you wouldn't mind you reading it a little early.
Give it to me.
What does it say? Where the hell did that guy go? You don't know Sonny Romano Gray. He's a ball of anger and hate all over his insurance. Insurance again. Yeah, every infected in Colombia deals with that word a lot. People outside think Colombia's kind enough to the infected. You to live a normal life as long as you can pay for your health insurance. That's pretty unfair, doesn't it? That's what Sonny told me when he first got sick. Where did that end up? Insurance companies suck. Was it very expensive? On a cop salary, I couldn't afford it even if I quit eating altogether. It wasn't meant to ensure keeping the affected healthy. The premiums are way out of line. What treatment they actually get? Does it get to fight her in game? I think it's DV6. If I remember correctly, that's the one where you fight Dorothy. Maybe DV5. Either way, I mean, we shouldn't have fought her because she would never do anything wrong. She is perfect, just the way she is. It's more of like a fine, or a little trick that forces the infected down a certain path. Zermo never want to face the truth. If he's not stopped, he could end up going down a path you don't come back from. What you saw were neither monsters nor pets, but they do have something to do with my experiments.
So you admit it.
The truth will do you no good. The more you know, the more danger you're in.
People high up always like to make decisions for the little guy.
Why don't you put down those pointy things? My instruments can be fragile. Or if you have to aim this way. I don't mind.
She takes a step toward the pioneers, almost touching the crossbows. Sonny's hand trembles ever so slightly. He forces himself to look away from that warm pair of eyes. This is a ploy, a trick to get them to submit again. She's too nice. It is DD5? DD5. Okay, it is DD5. Yeah. Like, Rowan's saying he wants to fight this? No, you need to hug this. Get out of here, Sonny. Let me take care of it. I'll hold her off. This is with like all those fucking memes. Don't worry, Sonny. I'll hold her off. Aren't you afraid to die?
I am, but I'm more afraid that you'll hurt yourselves. I'm not a murderer, Sonny, and neither are your friends. You're just ordinary men trying to live better lives. Didn't you consider participating in my experiments? Still have a chance. Join us and you'll get what you've always wanted. I'll never turn you down.
He sends a hand to the pioneers as though waiting for them to clasp it. Does she not understand that they came to kill her? No. Don't look at her. Her eyes, her hands, they're too soft and warm. They, the people who walk the barren lands, have never known anything but cold refusal from the cities and those who live in them. She's controlling them like she controlled the others whose wills were weak. But the word chance, when was the last time we heard it? Like she can feel kind of treating them in all this way because she understands their situation better than like most people, considering, you know, pioneer family, grew up doing that shit. She understands. She gets it. This is her way of trying to save and help.
It's the silver constructs. Where did they come from? I didn't see.
Sonny was right. This lab is where they were born. They're protecting Dorothy.
Stop! Don't hurt each other.
No! The squigglies! The squiggly monsters! It's coming! More over there! Look out! Grab Dorothy Franks! No! Destroy the lab! We gotta destroy this cradle of evil to stop the monsters once and for all!
No! That's the one thing that I will not permit. The experiments must continue. It was my promise to you. To them.
No shit. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the last one. This is the last one they're reading. I forgot that we're going up to DVS 1. We're leaving the main shit on the... How Rain was before Dorothy's vision came out. He just wanted over to Dorothy. Do you mean like who is my favorite character and everything in Arknights? I don't know. Characters like Platinum that I used to like a lot. I still like Platinum. But yeah, fucking Dorothy. I love like this part so much. This event overall is so good. It's engaging start to finish. There are so many Arknights events that start boring. This one, like with the kidnapping and the situation with the Moo Moo and all of this, like it starts interesting and it stays interesting. There's so many Arknights events, like even like some of the ones that are like universally recognized as good, like Babel. Babel starts so fucking boring. Like the climax, everything is great, but the start of Babel is just boring. It feels more like a history lesson than like a fucking story. Yeah. Comparatively, this is super interesting, and like, man, the like Dorothy, like, I don't want to hurt anyone, but I swear to fucking God, this is how I'm gonna save everybody, so you can't touch it, no matter what. That's the one thing. I'll let you do pretty much anything you want, except that. She's so awesome. She's so awesome. I love Roingus. I love Roingus. Roingus. And the Pioneers, and Sonny has a very real, like, Sonny and the Pioneers feel very like real and grounded. Mary's good and has a different, like, all the there's so many different perspectives. Like I think there's so much in the start of
this event that's good compared to even some like Babel that I've said like I think is a very good event, but the start is kind of I think unengaging. The Doctor isn't in most events to the good part. I would say I think generally. I think the best inclusion of the Doctor is the way it is in like Lone Trail, Dorothy's Vision, and Near Light, where the Doctor is a side character. Same with Babel, where the Doctor's a side character. I think the Doctor can be really good, but they have to be kind of a side character. Anyways, let's finish out DVS 1. These should be super short, yeah. These are the secret story stages that you have to do certain things to unlock, I think. Here, the data you asked for. Thanks, Ferdinand. I didn't think you'd hand it over personally. We were able to retrieve most of the Lochinvar tank data thanks to you. The fewer that know about this, the better. I'm curious as to why you wanted these data. That's not how you say that in English. I'm curious as to why you wanted this data. She gazes at the monitor in front of her, so focused that even her breathing slows down. A video of a girl with white hair is playing. A girl spends most of her time sleeping, eating, or sitting in the corner with a blank look on her face. From time to time, she is led into a lab, where she crushes furniture placed in a room separated by 1 meter thick wall. We know who that is. We know who that is. We know. We're aware. We know. We've seen that one before, chat. We know. We fucking know. That car's just flying at this point. Yeah, the cars are kind of going a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. What a beautiful child. You remind me of Logan Williams. I thought only madmen boast about their test subjects. Sure, he's been accused of crossing a moral line. Morals are shackles that the short-sighted impose upon themselves. You know, Ferdinand, maybe you're the reason that STEM majors have to take ethics courses. Science has never been bound by common sense. There's no greater insult to a scientist and be judged by moral standards. His problem was that he allowed the infinite unknown to get the better of his sanity. He abandoned the logic and reason a scientist must grip. See at the end of the video how your beautiful child turned the lab into a nightmarish catastrophe. I'll show you a different image. There's no recorded sound, but the screams seem to pierce the screen and fill a lab from another time. The fallen debris does not hide the bloodstains. What happened to the girl? Records pertaining to her have been tampered with. Think her legacy is a Lochinvar tank? She is valued to somebody somewhere. I want to find her. May I assume you're considering ending Williams' experiments? She's too difficult to control, a risk Rhinelab cannot afford. She didn't volunteer to be a test subject. I can't ask something so cruel of her. You want to heal her? We're not doctors, but anyone who's seen the experiments in their entirety should not harbor such delusions. No, Ferdinand. All I want to do is find her and give her a hug. A hug? That thing my father never gave me? The girl, she's all alone. They took her family from her and made her something entirely different from all other people. I can't help but think, where is she now? Has she made new friends or new enemies? I want to hear her voice. I can't change the past, but the future may not be lost yet. You know, Dorothy, I really have no idea what you're thinking at times. How many scientists are as sentimental as you are? You're not bound by logic or reason either. Perhaps one day your madness will put Williams to shame. Madness? I've seen this in my dreams many times. That's why I want to find the girl. If she's still alive, if anyone can save her from her past, then maybe someone will be there to stop me if I really do go over the edge. Cute. Gerb. Cinema. It's a cinema. It's an absolute cinema. And the ADHD video ended. Perfect time. It's a cinema. Dorothy is edging. Let me in there! Let me in there! It's edging! Let me in there! I've got to help. Clearly it needs help. Edging is not healthy. But yeah, that's the first half of our ROINGUS site. We'll get back on it next week. Look at read anything, yeah. It's very good. It doesn't how to explain this. It's not as like super action packed and hard hitting as like Guiding Ahead. Guiding Ahead is like one of the easiest to I think If you read Guide Ahead initially and didn't think it was good, that would surprise me just because it's incredibly entertaining. The Dusk event, that one was a little lame, honestly, in comparison to these two. This one I think is the best. I think the characters and everything have the most interesting struggle. We've got the politics behind the scenes, the people on the ground kind of experiencing it, the different perspectives on the ground of the various people, and kind of combining all of it at the center is ROINGUS, who is the one who kind of has the knowledge and power surrounding everything. And eventually, even with like all of this, like it's very clear for her, you know, destroying the experiment and stopping the experiment is the one thing I can't let you do. But she's gonna end up later, as everyone knows, doing it herself. It's insufferable for me though. Honestly, like it's not that surprising. I don't see it as like, you know what character was insufferable? Fucking Muinar and Obscure Wander. That's like insufferable. To me, like Elena, like and every time she keeps trying to trust them, they do something bad again. The moment she starts trusting them, someone else gets threatened. I'd say so, Laffy. I really did not like him when I reread Obscure Wanderer. I really did not care for Muinar. I preferred him a lot more when I reread the Maria Neural event. I think in the context of Maria Neural and Near Light, I think he's much more. I think as like a side character and like as like a warning and a cautionary tale, he serves his purpose. He serves it well, and he's an interesting foil. In Obscure Wanderer, where he is just like out there shitting on everybody he comes across, it's like, dude, shut up. Especially fucking poor Sizibor, or whatever his name is, who's like, who was like, fucking sent him a letter of like, Muinar, they're gonna try my fucking wife for a crime that she didn't commit and execute her. Can you help me with that? And bro didn't even respond. And then bro gets mad at him. Muinar comes in and gets mad at him and acts like he's the bad guy. Bro, you got his wife murdered. Shut your ass up. You didn't do shit about it. You didn't even respond to his letter when your ass definitely read it. My bro's wife getting put on trial for something she didn't do and then executed. Don't come at my man. Don't come at my mans like that. When you let that happen to him, don't come at him. Don't come at him like that. But yeah, you know, no more spoilers for the Actually, while I have you here, while I have the few people that are still here, Chad, have you guys seen the Lone Trail video that I made? I assume you have. I know at least Laffy has. Rod, I'm not sure if you have. Let me try to load it up. Try to load up Google Docs. Ugh. The slow ass loading is a pain. Okay, let's see if we can find it, because that video is my longest scripted video. Lone Trail, poorly summarized. Let's go find that script. That's my longest scripted video. It is about 7,000 words, and that was about nearly a 40-minute video. 30, 36, 38, something like that minute video. So far, all Arknights events, so far, there's still plenty more to go, is 9,582. No. I read it, but now I no longer want to read it. What? Lone Trail or what? Rod. 9,000. But that's 9,582 words is the length of my all Arknights event script so far, ranking all of it. That's what I'm doing all these rereadings for, is to rank all the Arknights events. The Lone Trail one is my previous longest, which is about 30, 36, 37, 38 minutes, something like that, and that one's about 7,000. So that was my previous longest video, scripted video, and it's like, yeah, only about halfway. Yeah, I've got a bunch more ones to do, so it's gonna be maybe like a near the Muinar event. Yeah, honestly, like
I do like Proviso. Proviso's entertaining. Tolan's entertaining. Sazybor's like struggle and everything isn't bad. Flametail and Ashlock show up. They're cool. Like the things other than Weenar are fine. Weenar is just so annoying.
And it's his event, so he shows up in every story. Either way, thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks for the stream. Oh my god, there's so many damn, like half the comments on the most recent characters ranked video, I guess say one more thing, are all like,
No! You can't talk about my Dagenbreaker like that!
hey, 5 hours next stream. I don't know. That'll be rough. Entire characters about overcoming a crippling weakness, becoming all the stronger for it. When do we see that? When do we see that? You can say that to the backstory. When do we see that? When do we see that? We never see that. Who cares? Who cares if you can try to claim, oh, theoretically, that's what happened before we ever saw the character. Who cares? You can't just do that. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, no, it's like, so like I mean I yeah, like they get this first one, fucking we'll only just walk through 2 of these. I don't want to cook these people too hard. It's unfair to cook them too hard. They've got their own opinions. That's fine. I don't want to cook them for it. Let me just real quick. Yeah, okay, yeah, those are like you can say that. We don't see that. We don't see that. We don't see that. What? Oh, couldn't use arts in Lithanian? Well, evidently that wasn't much of a that didn't turn into much of a weakness. She just went somewhere else and then was just the most insane god tier 1 in a billion sword talent ever and won 3 majors. Okay, sure, that's a weakness, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Inability to use art's the definition of a weakness. Where do we see that? We're talking about a universe where people can level cities with that stuff. When does she have to fight them? Where is this a weakness? Where does she have to fight these people? This is the problem with these thought processes. This is the problem with it. Is you can claim all you want that this is a weakness. If they never face it, it's not a real weakness. They never have to face that shit. Dagenbreaker never has to face it. If she never has to face it, it's not a real weakness. If she never has to face any of these problems, then these problems aren't. If we saw something from Dagenbreaker that either that or just Rodjack made her somewhat human and fallible now. It can just be that she's awkward. And it can just be that she's awkward with her fucking one-liners. Just something. That's not just like, I'm effortlessly cool in every situation. She's basically just like Texas. Her and Texas are kind of the same. Where people can say like, oh, but there's this thing that I swear, totally like, bad happened or whatever in the past. But we don't, like, we're judging the characters now. And now, they're boring and static. At least Texas started to give a shit about, like, the stuff in Il Circuzano 8 chapters in to her event. You know, it took like 8 chapters in her own event for her to give a fuck. But at least she started. You know, perhaps she has some room to grow. Dagen just, like, doesn't seem like she even has room to grow. The Dagenbreaker defending is crazy, though. I don't know why she's so liked, but, you know, I actually, the last thing I'll say, I had a theory about this. I cooked this up last night. The simple characters to understand tend to be more popular even if they suck. Neural's a Mary Sue. She just is, but she's very easy to comprehend and understand, so a lot of people like her. Texas is very easy to understand, so a lot of people like her. Scotty is very easy to understand, so a lot of people like her. if your character is like layered and difficult to understand, then they can have a harder time, you know, being more popular. Silence is easy to understand. Dorothy is not, comparatively, in terms of Rhinelab. Something like Saria or Silence are significantly easier to understand than a character like Dorothy or even Mumu. I think the character designs play a part of it, Rod Jack, but I think this is like something that I see across different games. There's a lot of times where very simple characters tend to be the most popular because they're easy to get behind. And I don't think it's a bad thing. There's popular characters that I like, but I just think this is an interesting thing that I think you see a lot of the time. Characters that are more simple and easy to understand, whereas Cult Set would be popular. I think Cult Set, honestly, I think a lot of people who I see liking Cult Set are old heads, and she was really simple back in the day. Her depth has been built on a lot in events like Lone Trail and Battle. But I feel like most of the people that I see being big Cult Set fans are old heads from back when she was pretty damn simple. And I suppose in general, just old heads, as most of the characters from early on were quite simple, writing-wise, comparatively. Either way, my throat hurty. So we're gonna stop. Thanks, Ali. Thank you all for coming. And be on the lookout for my, video of fixing, it should come in the next couple weeks. Probably actually 4, because the next video is probably gonna be another of the Friends rank. But we are going to, do the fixing my 10 worst characters in Arknights video. So I'll see you all later. Have a Roingus day, and I'll see you all when we finish the Roingus event. Goodbye and stay bouncy.